basically. They had a heart-to-heart.
That's good. So, you guys, spent the day, oops, I have to search for the right page, didn't I? Anyway, yeah, I still had it on Faerun setting. Now it's back to Ollaras setting. Yay! Yeah. So you guys spent the night, spent the day, discovering stuff about the Abbey. Came back. Some of you had crises of faith, especially after running into a Draco Lich and fighting against a couple of flesh golems, and rescuing a diva. So you guys have talked it out. As evening drove by, you guys would have noticed Aki discussing things with David, and finally Aki looking kind of quiet and distant as everybody filtered off to bed. He decided not to talk to anybody that night, even if they started pressing him. So now, for ease of sakeness, we are moving on to day 10. It is now the next morning. None of you guys have been disturbed in your sleep. Anna has still graciously let you spend the night in her house. She hasn't been telling you have to move on or anything like that. She's just been, a good host.
Fuck out.
Yeah.
Not like, get the fuck out of my house. Oh, right.
Nice.
Especially considering Cave, I think, still has his silver ring.
It's in my pocket.
Yeah. But you still have it, though, is the thing. And she hasn't asked you to please return it to the box outside. She hasn't told you guys can take any of the more silver out. But pretty much the one time that you asked her about making anything silver on the anvil, she said that's not a good idea to use our anvil to do that because silver is a toxic metal as far as they're concerned.
That's fair.
And that'll basically cause toxic residue everywhere and
it'll
make
basically
it unusable for them.
Anyone who touches the anvil is going to get fucked up. Yeah, that's
exactly
fair.
So
that's understandable.
So she's trusting Cave to keep that ring, covered, but it's it's the equivalent of bringing something toxic around a bunch of people who are very allergic and susceptible to it. So
yeah.
It's like cutting like having peanuts in one pan and then using that same pan for someone who's severely allergic to it.
Yeah, exactly. So there's really you can't even use the same pan. Doesn't matter how much you clean it, it's still potentially toxic to them.
Yeah. While they're doing that, I'm actually gonna wake up early and start tinkering, if that's all right with you. I'm gonna try to make a. I want to try and make with my toolkit that I have.
What are you trying to make? You cut off
an
there.
An electric violin, but using like a crystal, a magic crystal to power it instead of using.
That's a good question. That will require a high DC. So let's see what you can get.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a straight intelligence check because I don't have the Tinker's kit in my thing. I guess I forgot to add it. Okay. And I figure something like that would require intelligence.
Yeah, and that's your proficiency bonus to it if you're proficient with that.
That's true. So that'll be a +3. So that is a nat 20.
Holy crap!
Okay, then yeah.
It's the best instrument ever!
Yeah. My ruling is that to make it perfect, the DC would have to be at 25. However, you make a pretty decent looking facsimile. You just don't have the power, the ability to channel the magical power the way you want. But you do manage to make a new guitar that if you could just get that proficiency up a bit more, you could still use this to to hook a power source into it. You know that as you're looking as you spend the day working on this.
I mean, technically it'd be at 23. So yeah.
Yeah, so I said DC is 25. The DC though is 25. So.
Damn.
And basically, as it comes to skill checks, I occasionally will let a natural 20 ride, but not always.
That's fine. I wasn't expecting to actually get it, to be honest with you. Fucking nat 20s, I love them.
Yeah, but you still have a new guitar.
Yeah. So, in order for it to work the way I want it to, I probably need to get back to my workshop at home. But it'll still work as a guitar.
Yes, but can you play guitar? Do you have the instrument skill?
For me. It's not for me.
It's for Anna.
Oh yeah. So I'm done with it, I just kind of like sling it over my shoulder and go and bang on her door. Like Anna, wake the fuck up.
Well, actually, I said you spent. I said you spent like hours doing it. By so this point, Anna would have been awake, unless
Oh yeah.
Anna's sleeping till noon.
I bang on the door. Anna, open it up. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
sit next to the door so she can't see it when she opens.
Oh, by the way, Green would have gotten up and gone downstairs reasonably early.
Well,
Okay,
it's all one floor, so.
Hmm.
I mean,
So
it's
I would
basically
open.
they're all single floor huts, and it's like it just has several rooms basically that were designed for children who unfortunately all passed away. So it's like pretty much like 2 or 3 rooms that you guys have been sleeping in.
So I'd open the door and be like, "Yes, Kurt.
Remember that thing I told you I was gonna do for you?
Yeah, an instrument, right?"
Yep, I pulled the guitar. Here you go.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, because I have obviously lack all the tools I need to make it the way I want, it'll still work. But once we get back to my home country, I can make it proper. I can fix it up, make it proper. But when I get back, I'm gonna insert a crystal into it that'll amplify the sound.
You can do that?
I'm a gnome. I can do anything I want.
This looks wonderful. And so I go ahead and play a little tune on it.
No. That'd be banjo. My kobold has a banjo. He loves banjos.
Oh, actually, Grizz, can I do to it like I did with Cage's guitar? Just has a dial on it to switch from acoustic to electric.
Well, right now there's no electric, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
In the future, you've made it such that you can upgrade it for the future.
Okay.
So,
Enough.
Biddy, what are you doing?
Oh, so, I probably haven't left the room yet.
So it's
Probably
noon,
just
and
be-
you've just been sitting there for 12 hours.
Yes.
Poor Biddy.
Any particular reason?
Well, mainly to think about stuff. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened.
Thinking
still
about
need
the
time.
fact that you've been offered 3 resurrections by the abbot, and
Yes.
you know where one of your brother's bodies are buried.
Definitely thinking about that heavily.
Does he know where his brother's body? Oh,
yeah,
he was there.
he was with you when Fawn was buried.
Right.
It's Adler,
Can't
who you have no
remember.
idea what happened to his body.
Yeah.
And what about you, Randy? What is your character doing?
Let's see. He talked with Anna for a bit, and now he's just kind of exploring town, trying to ask around, see if somebody's got like a simple wooden shield.
Well, they easily find one provided to you with some hide straps.
Lid.
That'd work.
As you pass by the herbalist, it's now the brewery. The herbalist pokes her head out the door and says that your potions will be ready sometime tomorrow, probably around noon.
Okay.
Thank her and ask her if she needs any help.
No, they're brewing away. They just need some more time to finish finish this stage, and then they should be ready.
Sounds good.
How'd those healing potions work out?
Thankfully, didn't have to use any, I don't think.
We used one, I think.
Yeah, 1 or 2 got used, I believe.
Yeah, to take care of.
I don't remember. That was so
Green.
last week.
Yeah, 2 got used.
Well, I gave them out. I don't know. I didn't take any because I can heal myself. I don't know if they got used or not.
Green gave.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
They could have been drinking alcohol for all I know.
Green's only got the one.
Yeah, I think I used one of mine and I used one of hers.
Yep.
Either way, at some point during the day, I think Green would probably try and gather the group together for a meeting, because we probably need to discuss what we're going to do next after the potions are made and we're going to head out.
So that's probably a good noontime activity after Kurt has delivered the new instrument to Enna.
Mm-hmm.
And RMA spent the morning walking around town.
I might end up skipping through the hallways.
Oh no, I'm playing that thing hardcore right now. I'm like going up and down the hall playing it. Probably
Frolicking! Frolicking! So you should hang out with Shuttles some more sometime.
California riffs here.
No,
Like
all of you
Evergreen
can...
and Yellow.
Wait, did you say Hotel California riffs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hotel
I said-
California.
I love Hotel California. Yeah, it's a great song. It's a great song. Very depressing.
Snow Hey-O is a really good one too, and Stadium Arcadian.
Hotel California.
And anything done by Santana.
Mm-hmm.
True, very true. Carlos said, I lost a little bit of respect for him because he played with fucking He Who Shall Not Be Named. He spits on his fans.
Oh, Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Just an asshole.
yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But he's still, a guitar legend, so can't deny that.
What Green would probably also try to do with the meeting is have it somewhere private, because these people seem pretty against Strahd, and I don't think they'd want that it would be a good idea to discuss the fact that we did a job for Strahd in front of them.
Good point.
Alright.
So,
That's true. But
I mean, we could go back to the cart.
I feel like, though, they'd understand that if we didn't have a choice, considering the fact that we're foreigners.
that is true. We also can use the defense of we didn't know any better at the time.
Or no, we did.
Well, outside of Barovia, vampires are not that bad, as far as I'm aware, right, Chris?
Yeah, based on
Well,
what Kurt's doing.
back in Lauren, they aren't that bad because they basically follow the rule of law there, and the law basically says no attacking random people, no draining their blood dry, no, forcibly turning other people into vampires, blah blah blah. If you do any of those things, you might be either put in jail or even killed for it, or final death for
Vampires
it.
have morals.
In which
Well,
case,
it's not exactly morals; it's more like they are obeying laws. So
they're beholden to the law just as much as anyone else is.
Exactly.
So,
whereas vampires in other lands might still be, but vampires in other lands are fairly rare around on Ollaras, at least in Meeg and the rest of Everest, anyway.
well, in which case, maybe it'll be a better idea, since she is our host. Clandestine.
You seem to break up. You seem to break up right with she is our host.
She is our host. But what perhaps if she's our host, then we should probably be honest with her and let her and basically tell her, saying, "Hey, we came into Barovia as foreigners. We basically didn't have a choice in serving Strahd. We've got to go back and see Strahd. So we're going to be having this conversation here."
You say this we, like we're doing that right this second. Like, we do not all agree with that.
Well, I know, it's more... First off, what I'm saying is out of character. Second, it's more just... I'm more talking about the meeting as a whole when I say we. I'm not talking about all of us going to Strahd, but that's something...
That's something, and then it cut off again.
Oh, for
What do we
God's sake.
hash out in the meeting?
God's sake, hang on, I'm going to change my mic because evidently this mic just isn't fucking working.
Evidently.
Hello?
Plus, at first,
Hello.
I didn't want to stay with Strahd and get banged for it.
I was looking for a way out, okay? Because the way I saw it was I am in this shit position. We have this vampire here. Maybe I can get something magical out of it in order to get the hell out of this town. And then it was just, we don't make mistakes.
You, Strahd,
Yeah.
Aki, all had a good night. Possibly so did
Yeah.
Omen, but he's no longer around. All we know is that Omen was bitten. We don't know if anything else happened with him.
Mm.
Would I know if something else happened with me?
Yes, because it would have been all together then.
So,
But anyway,
I'm not going to turn into a vampire, am I? Because I'm quit.
no. From a single bite, you do not turn into a vampire. Not even in this setting.
Oh, dear God. Because I was like, if you're going to turn me into a vampire, I quit. I just quit. I can't.
To be honest with you, I would love to be turned into a werewolf. I mean, come on, a werewolf.
Well, yeah, a werewolf. I'll
Yeah,
run around as a
well,
wolf.
Randy's character now, it used to be a werewolf, and then he got turned back. But his werewolf was not a comfortable pack one. It was just a random killer type.
Oh, Randy's character was turned into a werewolf, huh? That is one beefy werewolf, let me tell you.
Mm. In any case, it's also probably best that we discuss what we do with those resurrections as well.
Yes, and you should be doing this in
Yes.
character. So it's like it's noontime. Anna now has that. The dwarf has come back from his walkabout around the village.
And I'm just having
Green
fun
has
with
returned
my
from
new
wherever
wolf.
he is. The only one that's missing is Drip. And last time you saw him, he was swimming contentedly in the pool. And
Like
asked
a
not to be
dolphin.
disturbed.
Still a dolphin.
Well, if he's too busy, if he's too busy in the pool, he gets to miss out on the meeting. He
Yes.
don't get a. He does not get a say.
I don't think we want his opinion anyways.
You dog friend?
Oh, you lagged out a little bit there, Cave.
So I don't think we want his opinion anyway.
Still lagging.
Still like
You're roboting massively.
Damn it. Alright, give me a second.
So, how's everyone's week been?
Been
hot.
alright. Been alright.
Is that better?
It's been
Yeah, that's better.
Awesome.
You know what you were saying, Rick?
I was just answering Grizz and so it said it's been alright. That's all.
Okay. Anyway, is question: Are David and Aki there as well, Grizz?
Yes, they're
Okay.
there. Aki is still being very quiet.
Okay, fair enough.
Mira,
Yeah, well,
let go.
No. I refuse.
can't tell the cat what to do. Cat does as they please.
I
You're-
had
you
I had my hand too close to her when she was in her. I don't really feel like being stroked right now. I think it's because I was touching her foot again, and she hates it when I touch her foot.
Wasn't there a Twitch streamer that got attacked by her cat while on stream?
I think it was yeah, I think so. And they had and they got like a really serious eye injury from it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
That happens.
Don't piss off your cat.
yeah, fucking hell.
Keep up.
Yeah, if you're a level 1 adventurer in D&D, beware the common house cat.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, Aki's still pretty quiet. David is kind of looking at you expectantly.
Right. Now that we've all had an opportunity to rest after the incident at the chapel, I think it's best that we discuss what we're going to do next. As we have a few options ahead of us, and thought that everyone be here to discuss what we should do. The two options that are most apparent to me, feel free to chime in if you think we have other options, is one, we continue to search for the Amber Temple, because that is the reason that David, Aki, Kurt, and I, and others came here.
Formerly Artovi and
Formerly Artovi and Fan. There is also the option of I personally believe that in order to not have so many time constraints on us, that we should return to Strahd and tell him that the
Tell him that what?
Because we have.
You lagged out and I couldn't hear you anymore.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No, I said that basically tell him that the business in Vallaki is done, and and see if we can get any information about the Amber Temple from him, because that is what he said he would give us. Well, information that he knew. I believe that was the agreement, wasn't it, David?
David kind of nods a bit. Well, from what I understand, Strahd must know where the Amber Temple is. That is how he became a vampire.
Exactly. Or at least know which direction to point us in.
But we already
know
have
which
that.
direction. Yeah.
We were told by the abbot which direction to go, and so we should go without going back to Strahd. I don't know.
He said it's south of our current location.
South of our current location is a very big direction. He might be able to tell us of a more specific location.
At the map.
That is also a fair point.
We also know that's in a mountain.
There aren't exactly many mountains around here that look of some significance. Green kind of. Who has the map currently?
For your reference again, this is the map you have currently.
Yeah. What Green was going to do is Anna there?
Anna is nearby watching you. Yes.
Okay. Green kind of takes the map, looks at Anna, and says, "If possible, would you be able to take a look at this map and perhaps note things down on here that might be missing from this map?
That we should avoid.
Yeah, that either we should avoid or perhaps places of interest and whatnot. You are very learned of this land as far as we can tell."
She nods and says, "From what I understand, far to the south here, there is a place where the druids of the land used to congregate. This place called Yesterhill. But from what I understand is that it's been rather vacant as of 3 years ago. That after they tried attacking the Wizard of Wines and, well, made off with one of the stones."
Who is the Wizard of Wines?
Oh,
that
would be that's the winery.
I thought you were speaking of a person. Sorry.
It's the same family that runs the inn in Vallaki, from what I understand.
Oh.
We should probably head there next and see if maybe we can help them as well.
She studies the map and frowns a bit. There are mountains to the north, she points out, and just kind of draws on a couple. She past the woods over here. That there could be something up there of interest.
Could be. Green kind of thinks back to those prophecies we were given.
Yeah. Those crazy gypsy people.
Yes. Is there anything to the south that we should know of?
Well, if you go
aside from the
not if you don't take the road to Yesterhill, the other southern road supposedly goes up the mountains, but I don't know, what it looks like. I don't know its terrain. Nobody that I know has ever gone down that way and come back.
That'd be something.
That sounds like a good place to go.
That does, yes. I also think that maybe we should check out that Yesterhill place. There might be something there.
I also think we should check out the Wizards of Wines, their winery. I just feel like something's there.
Aside from more wine. I mean, can't really
True.
complain about having more wine.
But that gives us more time away from the Amber Temple, and we've already taken a sidetrack to get to here.
True. Well, maybe we don't go to Yesterhill, but we're going to the Wizard of Wines could be interesting. But that also depends on what everyone else wants to do. We could take that southern mountain road.
We also might need to consider going and getting Ortovi and Fawn as well.
Yes, I was going to discuss what we did with those resurrections.
I mean, Ortovi owes me $5. That's the
I say we should definitely keep at least one of those resurrections in
Like
back.
the idea of getting Ortovi. What do you think, Biddy? Do you want to bring your brother back?
Honestly, I don't know.
Would you like some more time? Would you like some more time to think on it, Biddy? We have 3, and we don't necessarily need to use them all at once.
More time would be nice. It's
Take-
a lot.
Oh, you're lagging out there.
Sorry. It's a lot to handle. More time would be nice.
That's fair.
That's completely understandable. Green just kind of leans over and gives Biddy a friendly, just claps him on the shoulder in a friendly manner. Take as long as you need.
I'd offer you my pipe, but you're a bit of a language.
No, thanks. I'd rather not go through that again.
No.
At least not before we have to.
Back or Toby does seem like a potentially good option, yes, at least. It would be nice to
Have our friend back.
Yes. But that is something that is something that we can also think about later.
Yeah, we
Well,
take care of this
we only have a week time frame.
True. Well, actually, out of character, did he say that for a week we had 3 resurrections, or was it just
No.
because I thought it?
You didn't.
I thought it was he had to be dead in the last week.
Oh.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, okay. How many days?
That's what I mean.
Was it
How many days has it?
Oh, no, I think it was like a week or 2, because you've been in Barovia 10 days.
Right.
Except that 2 of those days don't exactly count, at least, from Aki and David's perspective, because you were in the death house for 2 days, and it turns out you were only in there for like an hour. Time went screwy in there.
Yeah, a little bit. Not so sure about Fan, but Ortovi's body may still be able to be brought back. We would just need to exhume him and return it and bring him to the Abbey.
Yeah. It should only take a couple hours to get to where we live.
Yeah. But I'm assuming that pretty much everyone is in favor of Ortovi coming back, or?
Yes.
Except possibly Artovi, but that's something else.
We'll have to ask Quentin about that and see what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just add him and be like, hey.
He's probably asleep right now.
Say, you want to take a quick break from work and have a little chat with us real quick?
Well, either way, that is something that we're going to be doing. We can do later anyway. So, in the immediate, where would everyone say we should go next?
I need
Yes,
to take
the
a look
hill.
at the actual before I can give you an answer. As I always.
What was that, Biddy?
Probably Yester Hill.
Yester Hill.
While we go there, we can also visit the winery.
Yeah.
That is true. Well, considering the fact that the Amber Temple is incredibly old, I don't think the Amber Temple is going to exactly be going anywhere.
True.
You should have to be careful.
We'll have be a last resort kind of thing.
A last resort thing, either to go and speak to him or, well, to put it bluntly, kick his teeth in.
I would love to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you,
Yes, quite.
because I've known lots of vampires, and he is by far the biggest.
Hmm.
And trust me, like I said, I've met a lot of vampires.
Yeah.
Where
Aggie and,
are my animals right now?
Well, Loki's perched on his shoulder, and Piccolo is asleep on your lap.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a ration and offer it to the bird.
She studies it, tilting her head this way and that.
You want some of my pipe instead? I'll share that too.
She snatches the bit of ration from your hand, sets it up neatly on Enna's shoulder, and caws at you for eating it.
I'm gonna take that as a thanks. I'm not like my force no cousins. I don't speak to animals, unfortunately.
How's it going, Jen?
So, and Green goes into his pack, pulls out a tiny piece of parchment and some charcoal. It basically says, so that is one vote for, in fact, there's one vote for Yesterhill, and he basically just marks that down on the paper. Where would everyone else say we should go?
I think after Yesterhill, probably the Amber. I'm sure David would appreciate that.
So that's another vote for Yesterhill and the Wizard of Wines. And
I am outvoted here. We go to the wine place.
well, if you're sure, we've only had two votes so far.
No, it's all right.
All right, if you're sure.
I'm not bitter, not in the least.
What did Kay vote for?
Kay voted for Yesterhill as well.
And let's see, Green voted for Yesterhill.
Green hasn't. I changed my mind to decide Green.
Anna? And what did Anna vote for?
Yeah.
Well, with listening to them talking about going to the wines of Yesterhill before going to the Amber Jewel, I'm just like, that's okay. We'll just go that way.
Is that where you're genuinely okay with that, or you'd prefer
It's so finely bitty. What about you?
It was Kurt and Green making a decision, and I'm like, fuck it, I like these guys. I'm gonna follow them.
All right, fair.
Like in character, I'd be like, okay, cool.
Okay, fair.
So I'm alright with this.
I am okay with this decision. I like this decision. I'm excited to be a part of it.
But Biddy, what about you? What's your decision?
I said the
Biddy was Yesterhill.
hill.
Okay.
I was the first one to.
Galdar, what do you say?
What do you say?
I'm fine with following along.
So Wizard of Wines and then Esterhill. It's
He just
decided.
happened to be part of the group.
I'm going to hand Anna the shield that I found and just say that her defenses looked a little lacking in the last battle, and I thought that she could use some help. I know she has an aversion to metal, so here's your simple wooden.
Is that secretly a
I
druid?
really appreciate it. What?
Aversion to metal. Sounds like druid.
Yeah, because I'm part druid. I can't have metal. That's why I also
Makes
need to
sense.
go into the town and look for some hide armor.
Oh, I didn't know you were part druid.
Yeah, I started picking up levels in druid.
It's easy to find hide armor.
Remember, if you do have hide armor, yes, you can add your dexterity to it, but you can only do a maximum of 2 to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
I got, so.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. 'Cause in a game I run, I had a guy who was wearing hide armor, and he had like a +3 to dex, and I just told him you can't add +3. It's a maximum of +2, and he was like, oh.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Anyway.
Andy whore.
Oh my god, my armor class is 15 now, Huzzah! little victories, people. The little victories.
Congratulations. Congratulations, you are now slightly less squishy.
Oh, she's still
Turns-
squishy.
She's
Turns
about
out he-
to be fair. Hit point.
he
hit
doesn't
point-
muscle.
Yeah, because he is protected by the power of Swole.
Fuck yeah.
And is just
All
lucky
right.
to still be alive after what happened.
And we've still got a couple
all very-
days left on the potions, right?
You have 1 day left. You were told you have till noon tomorrow. That's when the potions should be ready.
Okay.
The
that's
potions of Spider Climb.
Oh yeah, that will be awesome.
Indeed. Well, if there's anything, if everyone's in agreement, we can decide to leave it. We can decide to leave after we've got these potions, or perhaps a little bit later. Depends on when everyone else wants to leave. I'm not particular.
You might realize when looking over your map is that Yester Hill might be like going all the way to Yester Hill might just be a day trip. Like you might have to spend a little night on the road, but you should be back in town, back to Kresik by the time those potions are ready. If you left and explored around a bit.
Well, it kind of
Yeah.
depends. We could either go straight on to Yester Hill and then look around, and that would be a day trip, or we could go to the Wizards of Wines and look around. That could also be a day trip.
Day
'Cause we
trip to the winery.
Oh God,
God.
it's like going on holiday with my stepmother all over again.
I am dead set on day trip to the winery. Let's
Okay.
go.
So we're going to spend the day going to the Wizards of Wines instead. That's
It's
Yes.
almost like it's almost like it's Anna's best day ever. She got a new guitar. She can go get some wine.
Yes.
It's this for Anna, considering the day she had yesterday. This is a her.
Yeah.
To make this better is if I got another pet by the end of the day.
Well, you never know. We'll just have to see what
Oh
happens.
God, no.
Yes, but what kind of pet would that be?
Oh, we
great, now
don't
she's got a
need
bull
another
shark.
pet.
She's got a monkey. She's got a raven. What next?
There's
Go
always
have a
room
go.
for a squirrel.
We don't
Yeah,
need the
Aw.
pet.
Either a squirrel or a dog. Dogs are cool.
Oh my god.
I have a dachshund.
You need more dog in your life, Anna.
Okay, so before we leave, can I ask people around here if there is hide armor I can acquire or pay for?
Well, yeah, it's easy to get hide armor from them. They're quite happy to part with it, especially since you helped out with getting rid of the getting rid of the prince from the abbey and restoring the abbot.
That was our pleasure. That guy was an asshole.
He really was.
Like seriously, fuck that guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Behold, armor level 16.
Hey,
gonna
welcome
find-
to my...
Gentlemen, behold,
Oh God.
Lord.
Oh God damn it. Let's leave the Aquatine Hunger Force out of this, okay?
I love the Aqua Teen.
It's been ages since I've watched any of that.
Oh, well, I'm getting kind of hungry.
I'm getting some new clothes. I got a new instrument. We're gonna go to the winery. This is an awesome day today.
So do you guys leave the town and recover your money and anything else silver you had from that
Yeah,
side?
the silver, and that box.
I got
Alright.
a question for Anne.
Sure.
Box.
You got cut off as soon as you said it. I got a question for Anne. Go ahead.
Okay. Whenever the town was turned, what did they do with all the silver that they had in town? Was it stored somewhere outside or destroyed, or what did they do with it?
Well, we never really had that much silver, but as the town's people began to be changed, we kind of traded it away to Vallaki.
Okay, good enough.
All right. So as you get outside, and your carriage master, joins you out there. You haven't really seen her too much recently, but she looks like she's still in good shape. And she's like, happily greets you guys and goes to check on the horses again.
Still alive.
Yeah. And as you guys are standing outside collecting your stuff from your box, and the gates have been closed and everything like that, you hear the distinct sound of a carriage coming up the road down here.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That was
Okay.
Strahd being an asshole.
It's
Run away!
it's the middle of the day, guys. It's noon.
Yeah, he can hold.
has
He can have. He can
yards.
hold. He can hold a parasol. It's fine. He's got 2 arms.
That would be
He's
cute.
fancy like that.
That would be kind of a sight to behold. Not gonna lie, Strahd walking out of the carriage with a really floral, bright pink and yellow parasol.
Hello, it's me.
Oh, and suddenly Strahd has just become incredibly flamboyant and gay.
Yes.
He's already bisexual. Come on. He mostly likes women, but he does enjoy the occasional man. It's written into the game itself. Because one of it, he has technically 4 wives. Only 3 of them are women. The 4th is a male consort.
Wow, who knew vampires embrace polyamory?
Wait, are you kidding me? Kurt says, "Are you kidding me? Vampires regularly have orgies."
It depends on the setting. Anyway, so as you guys are gathering up your stuff, and the horses are being returned to the cart and everything like that, a carriage comes streaming up down the road.
Okay.
And you see, well, actually, it's a cart, and it pulls up, and appears to have something long in back of it. The driver hops down from the thing, looks at a piece of paper, looks over at you guys, and yells, "Hey, is one of you called Biddy Windstar?"
That guy is pinpointed Biddy.
Biddy just hangs his head like, "Oh, you're kidding? Why? Why me?"
Well, I have a special delivery for you, sir.
I just take a step back away from Biddy.
Kurt is absolutely curious. He's like, "Did you order something?"
He comes around behind the cart, unhooks it, and climbs into the cart and pushes out what appears to be a full-sized coffin.
Nice.
Yep, called it.
What?
Clearly he ordered it on Chult.
Excuse me, but what is this?
What?
Why are you bringing this? Who sent this?
This is a prank.
Well, it was an order. It was an order, sir. I was told to bring it up to Kresik, look for some sort of light-skinned elfy guy, and deliver it to him. His name would be Biddy Windstar. Here you go. It's a coffin.
Yeah. Kurt
look at it. It's completely made out of wood. And it appears to have your name chiseled into it as the guy climbs back into his cart and starts driving down the road.
Looks like fine craftsmanship.
I'm just gonna open it.
Did somebody? What did you say?
I'm gonna open it.
As soon as you do, bats come swarming out from it, shrieking.
By the way, Kurt, you're roboting again. And I saw that initiative. I saw that initiative order there, Grizz.
None of your tokens are out on here. I want to see how powerful the bats are.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
You kidding me?
Why?
But the sword of bats is going to immediately attack Biddy.
Oh.
He opened the coffin.
It had my name on it. What else was I gonna do?
I don't know. Like, use a crowbar to open it from a distance. Tie a crowbar to an incredibly long stick. Anyway, are we all rolling? Are we all rolling initiative for this, or is it just Biddy?
Who else came near the coffin?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't move.
Then drop your token next to Biddy's.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Where's my token? There it is.
Kurt's over there.
If
Of course, you get high initiative.
Provided that my fucking roll 20 doesn't fucking stops acting up. Jesus.
Why not?
There we go.
My roll 20 is being a pain in the neck.
You know what? I'm gonna help with the fight.
Oh, cool. Does Biddy have the higher dex?
I'd assume so.
Okay,
I
I'm
have
gonna.
20.
Well, I'm a dex-based monk. That's why I was asking.
Why is my health gone? I don't have my health. Isn't in the thing.
Oh,
What?
that's weird.
Oh.
Why
I'll
do
fix
you
it-
always
I'll
roll
fix your
crap
token
on
after.
initiative?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I have a +1. Why do I always roll shit?
The bats immediately swarm over Biddy, swarm around him, and go bite, 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 bite.
Why?
Ow. Really? That hurt.
He's like, why?
Just a reminder: anything affecting the swarm of bats might also affect Biddy at the moment, such as fists, slashing, and other such things. Some of that damage will transfer over to Biddy.
Of course it will.
Okay. So,
Because they're all surrounding him and basically curling in and around him.
I guess I'm just gonna have to slice at him with my.
Really? You probably best to step out of the swarm. Don't know.
Probably. Right here. And then swing my rapier
I saw that.
and my short sword.
Don't we give-
Betrayal. Love it.
Yes, Biddy has named his swords now.
Everyone's
And-
naming their weapons.
Kurt is next to him, so I get attack.
Oh, what?
True.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, just remember to put into your damage thing that it goes along with your weapon damage. So is that piercing? They're both piercing. Okay. So it's all right, Kurt.
So you said my fists might do damage to him?
No, he stepped out of the swarm.
Oh,
I said, but they're swarming around him. Then your attacks will also hurt might also hurt him.
Alright, here we go. Time to punch some bats. There's one. There's two. And then I have my short sword in my left hand. And that's all. Oh, wait, no, I get an extra attack. I forgot about that. That one missed. I missed. I was too short for that one. Eh.
And
Damn it.
Kill it with fire!
No.
What?
You hear it fart sound come out of her hand.
Oh wait, I also, since this is 5th level, I do another 1d8. I'm sorry.
Shame on you. Forgetting such an important.
Like it
2 damage.
It was better than 1.
That is true. Okay, Green's
Not
gonna
by
move
much.
up, so he's standing up. He gets flanking, and he's just gonna take a couple of swings at it with his long sword. It's 13.
that kills them. That was the last of them.
Oh, and I rolled that nat 20 as well, of course.
Busy, I think someone's trying to fuck with you.
I can see that, thanks. Thankfully,
Clearly.
obvious.
Clearly, someone has a sense of humor. Green
That's
stoops
clearly
down
not.
and he takes a look inside the coffin.
Kurt too. He'll look at it.
At this
as well.
point, it's empty. It's just a plain wooden coffin with the name Biddy Windstar carved in top of it.
I'm disappointed that there isn't something written on the underside of the coffin lid saying "Hope this drives you batty."
Nope, it doesn't. Sadly.
No receipt,
Burn it.
package label, nothing.
Nope.
I had a character when I was talking about the whole tree thing yesterday in Adler. I was trying to think of a tree pun to use, but could not think of one to go.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I made one myself, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just kind of stood there looking at this coffin. Her name on
Be
it.
in the coffin.
I can
Nope.
see that it has my
Just
name on it.
it just had bats in it. That's all.
Well, I was gonna say, because it's got your name on it. What do you want to do with it? Should we just give it to the town to turn into firewood?
Kurt already proceeds to
I-
start punching it to break the firewood.
I honestly don't
Nice.
care. I don't
Actually-
know why it has my name on it, but honestly,
Well-
Kurt's got his fist ready. Can I start punching it yet?
yes, go
And
punch
just
it.
save it
Oh,
for later.
also-
Go ahead and dig a hole and
Also, because you took a few.
Oh,
Also, because you took a
be
few
ready.
nicks. Green just reaches over, just gives you like a pat on the shoulder and heals you for 5.
I
Thank
punched
you.
the coffin.
You managed to splinter the coffin apart, and there's now these bits of wood laying there.
Awesome.
Green kind of
Biddy
puts it all
Nolinger has a place to call his own.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he does. After all, home is where the heart is, and currently his heart is inside his body. So
For now, let's try.
Yeah,
For now.
now.
yeah.
Why
Anyway.
would it have just been me? Why not someone else?
You're the one
Because
star.
maybe someone has a dark sense of humor, and because they killed 2 of your brothers, they thought they'd try and.
maybe we should find whoever made it, see who ordered it.
Tempo
Well,
says,
unfortunately, I don't think it has a maker's mark on it anymore. Considering, well, it got a little curted. Yes, and Green just looks at Kurt and says, "Yes, I am now using that as a verb."
you know what? I am absolutely okay with that.
Either way, let's get in the cart and get moving.
Somehow, I think we'll find out who sent that sooner or later.
Oh,
Excellent.
undoubtedly.
Okay. As you guys
Alright.
start making
Oh, yeah.
your way, I need to go use the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Bye bye. Oh yeah.
And
we're not-
hops
we're
in the
not
cart
actually
and sings a little
far.
song about going to a day trip to the winery.
Has Edith showed off her guitar to everybody yet?
Well, I mean, I'm sitting there playing it in front of people.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. They could just think that you just pulled that from got that from a person in town or something. That's thanks for helping them out.
Well, I did help
I
you
figured she'd be
out.
more in your. I figured she'd be more in your face about it. As happy as she is.
There's, like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Tom. When we were playing the Storm King's Thunder on Saturday, she started off with all of us having color-coded names, and my character incidentally was called Green. And she said, "It's Green's turn." I'm just sitting there. And she's
Yeah, I
like,
kept
"Okay,"
getting
like, "Oh shit!"
confused. I was like, where's
I-
Green? Where's Green?
I was waiting for Tom to say something. I was like, "Oh, that's right. I'm Green now."
You know what? You know what? I'm happy that you thought of me. That's all I care about. I'm happy that I was thought of in that moment.
Yeah, I even said like, "Oh shit, that's me now."
I might have to go back and watch the VOD just so I can see that moment.
And I'm back.
But I
Welcome
ended
back.
up naming her Evergreen. So
Ah.
she is a druid, a female druid, human druid.
Talking
Nice.
about who are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling him that when you called out for Green, I thought I was waiting for Tom.
Yeah, that was funny. It's because it's random chance. Your character was actually it's sort of random chance. See, it's random chance that you rolled into the stats of being a druid. So when I decided that we needed 2 healers in the party, so cleric or paladin wouldn't work properly. So
I'm
a
okay
druid or a warlock for that matter, because all of those have like connections outside who would have then told you who the hell you were.
Yeah.
And
She had us try and guess our classes, and I immediately, as soon as we got to the weapons, I was like, "Do I have an aversion to metal?" She's like, "Do." I'm like, "I already know what I am, though."
I figured out what I was, like, really quickly.
She also said that one of the statues lies, and I asked one of the statues, like, "Was I a good person?" She's like, "No, everybody hated you." I'm like, "Fuck you, Snake."
yeah, it was random chance that it was the snake statue that was a liar. It was like, what? I have 3 statues here. Why is the snake statue the liar? It's because I random rolled it.
Snakes are assholes.
Mm. Anyway,
Let's-
shall we move on?
Sweetie.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We shall.
Yay!
I have a very strongly purring cat. Purr, purr, purr. Alright, so let me count up how many we got here.
Brush, 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 brush it everywhere. I missed SpongeBob.
Anyway, Kurt, I believe you are navigating.
Just
Also, you're
I
roboting
would-
again.
Be sitting on the front because I'm excited to get to the winery.
oh my god.
I regret my decision.
That's 2 natural 20s in there. That can't be good.
Yeah, that's it. So, 1,
Remember
2,
that
3, 4.
The most amount of dice you can roll is 20. Like, no, you can roll, and I rolled 100. See? But yeah. Uh-oh. Now she's rolling real dice. We're all
As you make your way out to town, well, it's still just past noon. You start hearing
see?
loud howls coming from the woods.
Let's go faster.
Let's pick up the pace a
Let's go
little.
faster.
Let's pick up the pace,
Yeah.
please.
Ah,
I'm sorry, Lyra. Accidentally hit her with the dice X.
that sounded like a lot of dice, Chris.
That was a
Trying
lot
to
of
do
dives.
Oops. Ah! Stupid thing. Move.
I mean, at least she hasn't dropped any dice like Monty.
Oh God, she perpetually drops dice.
She
What?
also fell that one time. And it was
She drops her.
absolutely-
A GM in a podcast that both myself and Kurt watches. The GM is notorious for dropping dice, other things, and themselves on a couple of occasions.
It was funny and adorable. And I
Oh,
felt
that's
bad
what
after.
happened. You dragged the character out in the wrong way, and therefore it gives you the wrong stats. That's what happened to your character. I was wondering.
Why am I tiny?
Perfect.
Because I fixed your token thinking it was broken and didn't realize that it's because you dragged it off the sheet wrong.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a proper way for me to drag it. I just opened up my character sheet.
Yeah. Oh, you don't open up your character sheet. That's the thing. You drag it from
Yeah.
the name. You just
Oh.
look at the journal page. You just look at the journal page and
Oh.
drag and drop from there. You don't grab the name from there. So
Oh,
I
okay.
remember from
Aki and Drip volunteer to guard the wagon, and David, while the rest of you get to go deal with wolves. Because
As
several wolves breaking out of the cover in front of the cart, and a couple others come out behind.
as he drops, I'm assuming that everyone's dropping down from the cart, because as when he does so, Green is activating his animated shield.
All right.
So this green and golden.
What?
Now you know how it feels.
I should have kept my mouth shut. That's what I should have done.
Oh.
I have more initiative than most of the party.
You sound so happy.
Yes, I do.
Last time.
Okay, we can stop putting down wolves now.
Sorry, I rolled more than this.
No.
Oh dear God, that's a lot of wolves. I see you alone in a woods with a lot of wolves. Jesus, that's a lot of wolves.
There's no other way. You're so.
Just be glad they're not dire wolves.
Oh God, yeah, no.
At the corner of your eye, you spot them.
Someone actually statted up actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf in D&D.
I've seen
Not
that.
only did they do that, I fought one and almost got eaten.
That's mildly terrifying.
And then I don't feel bad doing this. I used quote unquote. I got onto his dead corpse and punch the shit out of his face, make sure that motherfucker was dead.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy a surprise.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I was like,
I
I know the
can't-
legend.
I can't slow clap and
you
hold down my mic at the same time.
Did you
So just
bu-
imagine I'm doing it.
Did you body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf?
No, I punched the shit out of his face and stole his dagger. The dagger actually turned out to be really cool. Basically, what I could do is I can make shadow versions of it
Kurt.
and be able to manifest
Ouch. All the wolves are on the same initiative.
Oh lord.
With the exception, yeah.
Shit.
Oh God. Jesus, this is actually kind of terrifying.
Hey,
Eight
I'm in the
wolves.
middle.
They have pack tactics.
Yeah, that's what makes this terrifying.
And they like going after. They like working together as a group. Oh yes, this is gonna be fun.
So,
Why?
so here's what's gonna happen. Kurt's gonna get on top of the. Kurt's gonna get on top of the carriage.
You already left the carriage. You have no high ground.
Yeah, we've left the carriage.
Soma
say
Wolf again. I have the high ground.
I actually
Hold on.
when you I actually
Hold
blacked
on. Finding the
my-
token. I'll find a token for that because if you want to fight on the top of the carriage, I will bring out a carriage for you to do that with.
Awesome.
That works.
So yeah, like.
But remember,
my-
the
my-
carriage is at least 10 feet tall, and you're a gnome, so
I'm
that
a
will
pretty
require
dexterous gnome.
that will require skill checks.
That's fine. I figured I'd get in the window and just hop up there.
There aren't any
But
windows.
anyway.
Everything's shuttered closed at the moment because of the impending wolf attack. Hold on. Ah,
Acrobatics check.
yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's just say Aki
Yeah.
is standing outside the carriage and is basically deterring the wolves away from the horses, or something.
Mm-hmm.
What's it got? Hold on, I'll get the horses in here.
Actually, if he's standing next to the wolves, would it make sense to him to have a token down as well?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'll just
Oh,
put
okay.
one draft horse there. And
That is one incredibly big horse.
Well, the draft
It's
horse.
a lot.
Glad
I know.
to.
But he's not going on initiative because he's basically just there watching the horse up.
Wait,
Mhm.
he isn't dead.
Let's just say-
Guys,
Let's just say there's enough space in there for all of you to squeeze in, and maybe and a little bit of equipment. But yeah, all right. So Kurt,
Yeah.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise, there's a gun to your head. This is
Kurt,
but I can do jujitsu.
it's your turn.
Kurt.
15.
All right, you scramble up on top of the cart.
Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull out 2 of my throwing knives. And I'm going to chuck them both at numero green Uno over there.
Why would you chuck it at me? I thought I was your friend.
So,
Yes, I am going to make that joke every time.
and as a bonus action, I'm going to do an additional d4 of damage. That'll be piercing damage. Hurry up, god damn it. So that'll be 9 points of piercing damage for the first knife. And then I'll throw another one.
The second knife kills it.
Yeah, fuck you, wolf. And thrust my arm up.
All right.
Fuck you.
Well, now that you've pissed them off,
Wolf see that and immediately launches itself up on top of the
oh
cart.
my god!
Bring it on, motherfucker.
Launch at you. Second one attempts to launch itself up there as well. Misses and goes for Galdar because it scrambles down and just bites at him.
That's a miss.
The next
1v1
one,
against wolf.
next one runs at green. And its
Misses.
partner also runs at green and now has advantage on rolls. Pack tactics.
That misses. They both just jump at him.
This
Green
one's
just
dead. This one, dexterity. That one also misses. Get it. Oops. that was not meant to be an advantage anyway. But that one also misses getting up there, scrambles down, and goes for Geldar. Which that would
Probably
hit,
best to go.
because it's a 20, and now Geldar has to roll a strike saving throw. Thankfully, he's still up and everything. And the last set of
Jesus.
wolves. Let's see, that one goes for... Once again, I did that. Normal. Tries to scramble up there, but can't quite get it. Aki's kind of like glaring them down, so they're not even trying to attack him.
I have the high ground.
The
I'm
last-
in
Gotta
I'm
say
in
it.
1v1 this fucking wolf.
You underestimate my power.
Yeah,
Green, what do you do?
no, motherfucker.
Okay, these two wolves in front of me. Wolf blue 1 is gonna get it. Is gonna get a little slapped with a sword. That misses. Gonna try slapping him again. Nat 20. I cut his. Nat 20 with full damage. I cut his fucking head off.
Yep.
Shit.
Jesus.
The,
I
the
could do-
wolf's head just kind of like tumbles to the ground.
Because I did so much damage. Can that carry on to the wolf next to him?
No, but the wolf
Damn
next to him looks uncertain after seeing its pack mate cut in half like that.
Good. Too
Wait,
bad.
oh,
Because I do action surge. And I kill it as well.
Yes, you do.
I behead
Wow.
one wolf, kick the other one in the skull, and then stab it in the head.
You are a force to be reckoned with. Geldar!
Oh,
I'm just gonna swing away at the one in front of me. Orange.
Alright.
hammer time.
He's got that 25 fucking
Holy
damage.
shit.
Holy
And you
shit!
kill it!
Fucking
Okay,
smash.
we're gonna have nat ones for the rest of the session.
I'm surprised I haven't run into one yet. With my first nat 20. I'm waiting for it.
Do you have a second
It's
attack?
gonna happen.
Geldar, do you have a second attack?
No second attack.
Alright, Biddy, it's your turn.
Come on, baby.
Yep. I'm gonna go over here and just start slicing away with loyalty and betrayal.
Miss
then a
and
sneak attack.
hit. Listen,
Sneak attack damage.
oh, that sneak attack damage kills it.
Jesus.
Alright, Anna.
Come on,
I
Anna.
mean, do I see the wolf up there next to Kurt?
Yes, you do. You do not see the two on
Okay.
the other side of the cart.
I'm trying to think of something other than fire, guys. Hold on.
Kurt's currently antagonizing the wolf. He's like, fucking bring it on, motherfucker.
Do you have a crossbow as a bard? Or?
Think
I
bards can get crossbow.
have no. I've only got daggers, but I do have ice knife.
Miss.
Ah, it was a bad angle. And then I give a bardic inspiration to Kurt.
Kurt, what do you do?
I'm gonna punch the shit out of the wolf. So, I guess I have to click it again. Oh, nope, that one misses. But that one hits. There's my nat one. Just waiting for it.
Yep.
Double that
Hold
one.
But yeah, I'm sure the 17 will hit, and then I'll bonus action the third punch.
And that
13
kills
hit?
it. Yep.
Yeah, fuck you.
You put the body of that wolf off the cart. It nearly lands
yeah,
on Biddy.
I'll kick
Hey,
it like
watch out!
right off.
There's people down here.
Which seems to
bad.
attract the wolf's attention because the other two, which are too far out of range for Kurt to hit because he's 10 feet above them, immediately
Oh,
surround
forget.
Biddy and attack him.
Oh. Oh. Damn.
Actually, that's not that much, to be honest.
Well, you still have to make that strength saving throw. Because that first one hit.
Nope,
I'm
Biddy is
trying.
down. They're now surrounding you,
Happy-
looking like they're about to rip your throat out.
He's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
Green, help me out here, please.
Oh, fucking really, Sunshine. Right, Wolf Red #1 is gonna get a little slapped. Damn it!
Nope.
Actually, to the first one, I want to do, if possible, because I know I rolled my second attack. But to the first one, could I add distracting attack to it?
Sure.
Cool. It's D8 damage. There you go.
Alright.
This attack on that wolf has advantage.
Geldar!
Out of character, if you guys ever decide to use something other than water to make your ramen, I recommend ginger miso broth and soy sauce.
Oh, wait,
Nice.
so
Along
you
with the seasoning
use
packet.
broth to make. Well, but that's because I can only make scratch-made ramen. I can't make ramen from packages anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I'll
Allergies.
just
Yeah, I'm
smash
allergic to
number
onion
1 with my hammer.
and garlic. But includes scallions and such.
Bring down the hammer,
One is
Randy.
dead. He's kind of smashed its skull open, sending brains everywhere. Biddy's getting covered in gore.
I'm fine with this.
You're laying on the ground and gore is splattering over you.
As I said, I'm fine with this.
Galdar, do you need anything else?
No, that's it.
Hey, Tom, it's like that picture of Greco
Biddy!
where he's talking to Bork.
Well,
How
I'll-
good he looks.
I'll get up and stab with loyalty and betrayal.
Alright.
Is it dead yet?
Yep, they're dead.
Awesome.
They're now surrounded with the corpses of 8 wolves. Kind
Hey,
of laying
I don't know about
scattered
you
across
guys.
the ground.
I don't know about you guys, but Kurt holds up this knife. Let's get some pelts.
Sounds like a good idea.
Ooh.
Survival
Wolf
check.
coat.
You might want
Any
to.
of them
There's
What's up?
there's one over here that's in reasonably good condition, and Green just points to.
Yeah, Kurt doesn't seem to be very good at making getting fur off these wolves.
I'm trying.
He's really
He's
butchering the job.
Yeah.
Kurt's overly enthusiastic right now.
Are you for
fucking-
real right now?
So I tried one of the
Absolutely.
wolves.
So basically, Kurt works on one wolf corpse and can't even get a hide. Anna works on another and neatly skins it, and even carves off a few wolf steaks. As you guys
Gotcha.
work for an hour.
Okay, for that hour, Green is going to use that for a short rest so he can regain his
Alright.
action surge.
Anyone else
Oh,
want
yeah.
to try to recover anything from these wolves?
Those motherfuckers didn't touch me.
No, Green doesn't. He's not a survivalist. He doesn't try it.
But if any of them are attacked, it's the ones I killed because I punched the shit out of them to death. These wolves are nice and tender now, Anna.
Alright. So, the rest of your trip to Wizard of Wines is uneventful. And it's the skies begin to darken and it becomes evening by the time you finally make it to the winery down a long and windy road.
How late into the evening would you say?
Oh, it's early evening. It's kind of twilight-ish.
Okay.
Does it look like there's people here, or does it look abandoned?
It definitely is people here. You see torches and stuff lighting up. Give me a second to transfer you over to the map, and then I'll describe it properly.
Fair enough.
And if y'all look over, I am literally bouncing in my seat as we come up in the carriage.
Kurt stands up on the seat and pats you on the head. Makes it look like he's dribbling you.
The raven immediately detaches itself from Enna's hair and goes flying towards the winery, cawing. You see other ravens lined up along the gates to the wine fields, and they caw in response.
Yeah?
Hey, I think we found your raven's family.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
After a half-mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, the other leads south into the dark woods. As you make your way towards the river, you see a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard, before bending south towards a stately building. The fog takes on a ghastly form as it swirls between the neat rows of grapevines. The ravens just kind of are hanging along the fence line, watching you as you approach.
I walk up and wave to the ravens. Hello.
The ravens caw at you, and the one that you believe to be Loki comes flying back towards Enna and lands on her shoulder.
Can you speak up? I think you have like a lisp or something. Can't really understand what you're saying.
Caw.
Oh, okay, got it.
I smile at Loki.
Through the mist, you can kind of make out the torchlight coming from very close to where the stately building is, marking the path.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Oh,
Find whoever lives here?
sounds like an idea.
Alright.
Alright. I think there's some tokens I can throw out. Okay, so I'll pull your tokens onto here in a minute.
Yep. Charge.
Drip and Aki and David all kind of like wait by the. Actually, no. Drip comes out of there and dives right into the thing, because you know him.
Bye, Drip. Think we'll see him again? Probably.
Maybe.
Anyway, there's an old man that's standing out there. As you come up. Ah, I heard your cart. What brings you to our winery?
Curiosity.
You're looking
I
to
heard
buy?
you have wine.
Oh, of course we do. Who doesn't?
I don't, but I'm not a wine person. I'm more of a smoke 'em if you got 'em kind of person.
All we have is the grape mush. It's been years since we've been able to make any decent wine.
Why?
Well, because our seeds were stolen. Well, one of them went missing a long time ago, and we did manage to recover the one for the grape mush from those awful druids, but the one for Dragon Crush went missing.
Oh.
Well, those wouldn't happen. Those wouldn't happen to be the druids of Yesterhill, would they?
Yes, but, well, a hero and his people a few years back came and stopped them.
Who was this hero?
Oh, a mage. I can't quite remember his name, but he kept encouraging the locals to get involved. He even had a vampire hunter with him for a while. I really don't know what happened. I imagine they're all dead now.
Do you want us to see if we can go find your seeds?
Well, as I said, at least they recovered one of them, but we don't know where the other one is.
Well, we could always find out. I don't believe I actually caught your name, sir.
Oh, I'm Davian. Davian Martikov.
Pleasure to meet you, Davian.
This is my family's winery.
Okay, how do you spell his second name?
Hold on, I think I might have a handout for him. Hold on.
Woo!
Alright.
Tell me some handouts.
Yes I do. Yeah, this is who you see.
Alright.
An old withered
Holy shit.
man leaning on a staff.
Davian
Kurt doesn't say
Larticle.
that out loud, but he's like, Jesus Christ, this guy's old in his head.
I feel like he wants to do a Yoda and whap you over the head with the his staff.
I didn't say it out loud.
I
know, but if you did, he'd probably pull a Yoda and start whapping you over the head with his staff.
I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of Star Wars, I can kind of see him speaking with the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in Episode 4.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. That's a name I haven't heard in a very long time.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at voices, so.
No, that's fine. But yeah, no, the.
So if you want to picture him talking like that, that's fine by me.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
I got the crazy old man voice in my head. Welcome to my winery, Sonny. Yeah.
That was more new. That's more gangster, but whatever. Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Martikov. I'm Green.
I'm Kurt. I'm a gnome.
And I am interested in some wine.
Yes, well, come in then.
I'm interested in some wine. I'm Dad.
Do you hear that glare?
I hear that silence. That silence that says, I am being judged.
So he kind of waves a hand and kind of ushers you inside.
Yeah. I'm in the house, Sonny. Yeah.
Green follows her inside.
We came here for a day trip for wine. That is what I intend to do.
That is true. We could also use this day trip to enable this winery to make more wine.
Or we could just enjoy this for what it is, go back to town, get our potion, and then go to the Druid Circle like we originally planned.
That makes yeah, no, I can see the sense in that.
So yes, I'm going for the wine tasting, the whole shebang here.
That's fine.
Why am I suspicious of this? This is too peaceful.
So he walks over to one of the vats and pulls out a small goblet and starts filling it from a little tap down at the bottom. Kind of swirls it around, sniffs it, drinks, and says, yes, this needs to ferment for several more months. It's not quite ready yet. But I think I have a keg ready, a cask ready to enjoy in the back.
That'd be cool.
Lead the way.
Sorry, I wasn't. Oh, sorry.
As he walks, he goes clump with the with the staff and everything. Clump.
I thought you were gonna say he has a wooden leg.
Oh, he's got a wooden third leg.
That's gross.
That count?
No.
Oh my.
Biddy apparently is sneaking around outside again. We all remember what happened last time you did that.
Hey, I did nothing bad happened when I did that. It was all the other group's fault.
Yes, because you weren't there to tell them no.
Wow, a Windstar being the voice of reason.
Nice.
So he shows you into here and taps one of the barrels nearby. It all says grape. What was it? Grape mush or grape smash? Hold on. What's the exact name of this? Yeah.
It was
Great.
Well, Godbuster's looking up her notes. Kurt's gonna take the time to learn.
Grape mash. It's called purple grape mash. Number 3.
Okay.
So he takes you over to one of the casks and taps on it. Looks down at the pour nozzle, pulls out its goblet again, fills it up, tastes it. He goes, and he kind of makes this little face. He goes, yeah, I think this is about right, or this is as well as the purple grape mash can be. Would you like some, my dear?
Oh, yes, please.
So he goes and locates another goblet and fills this one up and hands it over to you.
And
thought
I
you were
drink
gonna
it all.
I thought you were gonna say like his face, like he makes a weird face and his face implodes from the floor.
It's nowhere near. It's about the same as you tasted back at the inn, and nowhere near as good as that bottle that was drunk at the abbey.
Well, sure, but it's still wine.
Or I should say, the bottle you stole from the abbey and then drank.
I did not steal anything.
Just like you didn't steal that monkey.
Okay, the monkey I did steal, but the wine I was nowhere to be found. I was at the cart.
Is that considered stealing if you don't get caught?
Anyway, so let me describe this room real quick to you. First, the tap room that most of the party is in. A rich smell of fermenting wines fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 foot wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall, which has 4 windows set at the balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with the Wizard of Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery's upper level. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you with great interest.
Those are ravens?
Mm-hmm. There's ravens inside too.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
for
ravens.
the man's busy talking to Enna. He doesn't hear you at all. Inside the room that he's currently in, rows of barrels fill this room. A narrow stone staircase spirals upward in the southwest corner.
May I have some more wine, please?
Of course, help yourself. You don't get too many extra visitors.
Oh, that guy's gonna come to Brett saying that.
Well, she has to roll Constitution saving throw for more than 1 glass of wine.
Oh my god. Good thing we have a clear restoration.
Wait, that was a check. That wasn't the saving throw.
Well,
Either
Okay.
way, she's good.
good luck, guys. First off, I'm gonna be stealthy. And open the door.
Let's see if that one is
I look
locked
at
or not.
Galdar. I
Oh,
look at
please be
Galdar.
unlocked.
Like, how you feeling, Galdar?
I'm okay.
Unfortunately, as you try to opening it, you feel it just kind of sticks on the other side. You think it might be barred from the other side.
God damn it! Fine.
I sit
If
down
I-
next to the cask and I'm just drinking away.
Green slowly starts to just walk around the area.
Kind of walks out of here.
I'll
So,
follow behind. I'll follow Green. I'll just stick with Green.
so how long have you folks been stuck in Barovia now?
I don't know. What, like,
About 10 days now, I think.
Mm.
how
Sounds
do you know
like-
that we were from? How do you know we're stuck here in Barovia?
Because you don't sound like us. Your accents are a little strange. Besides,
Yeah.
you're a gnome.
You know what? That's fair.
He
Granted,
makes
I'm
a
the only
good
gnome in
point.
Barovia right now.
Gnomes are not homegrown here.
Would Biddy be able to open the window?
I look over at Kurt
Do
and I
you
go,
have a crow?
"Can
Do you
grow
have
gnomes?"
do you have a crowbar?
Yes.
Then you have advantage. Then you have advantage on strength checks to try opening that.
Okay. Come on,
He's lucky he's
strength. I
stealthy,
need
otherwise
to.
Kirby's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
You make a lot of
Not-
noise as you try to break open this window. It's like creak, and then the window kind of crashes inward, and everyone can hear it. Davian
Oh.
kind of looks over
What
towards
was
the door over here and goes, "Huh, something odd's going on."
Gonna...
Starts making his way between the barrels here.
Gonna-
Opens up this.
Are you gonna exhibit your right to GTFO?
He's
Yes.
gonna Homer Simpson. He's gonna like merge into the bushes.
Green is going to go
there
outside.
there
and go
are
to-
ravens now squawking at you, Biddy.
Here, have some rations.
Green is
So
going to go
Davian kind of
out-
walks in this room and looks around and goes, shakes his head. Now, what
Don't you-
idiot did this?
Green's
Huh,
going to
wonder.
Green's going to go out the front door, and he's going to walk around the building.
And you can see Davian there trying to patch up his window. Like, to get one of the kids on it. Meanwhile, ravens are now looking down at looking down from the outside of the building, down at Biddy, and are cawing relentlessly at him. Biddy, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Where is
Please tell me they're trying to shit on him.
where is
Yes.
this
Thankfully for Biddy, he's so stealthy. He sees it before it can land on him.
where's the coring coming from? Can I hear it from where Green is right now?
Yeah, it's coming from this corner over here around the building.
Green kind of just saunters his way over, looks around the corner. Okay, do I need to? You just get a look from,
Like, dude, really?
and he just approaches and just says, "If you follow me, if we go around the other side of the building and back to the cart, I won't say anything."
But he could be hiding something.
And we will
Can't
find
do
that
that.
another way. Come
If Kurt was there, the obvious.
But stealthing is so much fun.
Stealthing can be done later. And Green just basically begins to make his way around the building as if he's, looking for whoever did this. No idea who that could be.
Kurt doesn't even
Yeah,
need the
totally.
look. He already looks involved. It's definitely got Biddy's MO, let me tell you.
Feel free to look. But as he does go, he does actually kind of kind of look through the windows as he go as well. Looks like there's a cart in that one. And we basically cut along.
Kind of like the cool kids, when they're smoking in the hallway. He's just standing there, foot up against the wall, got his pipe in his mouth. He's like,
So as you pass around that one building, you do plainly
What?
hear horses whickering from the inside.
Oh, okay. So that must be the stables.
If I ever want a horse.
Yes, if
You
we
would
ever
have a
if we ever need replacement horses. Come on. And he basically just keeps walking. So Green, as they're walking,
Yeah.
considering that the old man is not there, he basically Green says, "So what about that? So what about him is suspicious to you?"
Clump.
Just this is such a peaceful atmosphere. It's never like this.
That is true. We might be able to find out more as we look
Davian
around.
pokes his stick at Kurt. What are you doing there, Gnome?
oh, I'm just, like I said, standing in my mouth.
I believe that was a balcony up to another level.
Really?
Unless you looks like a balcony, Chris. What is this area
No, it's
here?
not a
Is that
balcony. It's like if you notice, there's steps going up to any of the doors.
Oh,
So this is
okay.
just an
Steps that you
exterior. Let's see, 25. Sorry. So this is the veranda. Resting on a flagstone veranda are 3 5-foot diameter wooden tubs. Their insides stained with grape juice. Each tub has a short ladder bolted to its side and a catch basin tucked underneath. At the back of the veranda is a large set of sliding wooden doors, as well as a normal-sized wooden door. Stone pillars and arches support the upper floor above.
Okay, Green walks up to the sliding doors and tries opening them. Because I'm assuming these are doors to go back into like the main winery area.
Yeah. It goes sliding open.
Green walks on in.
Oh, you've returned.
I tried to. Me and Biddy here. I looked around the edge of the building. Couldn't find who broke that door.
Kind of peers at you suspiciously. Roll a deception check.
Damn it.
It's like Family Guy. His eyes just
Green.
get narrowed.
Well, Davian here is standing in front of the steps, Kurt.
I'm also a gnome.
16.
Just slip around him, like going under his legs.
He'd
my head
notice
up, they're
and
like,
probably
"Shit."
hit you. He'd notice and probably drag you back with a stick.
It's just like the moment your foot even makes contact with the first step, you just have to have your foot like knocked out from under you.
What? Shit.
There.
Always beware. Always beware, old man who is standing on his own armed stick.
Trust me, I know.
Chinese
My
kung fu
master
action
was like
movies have
that.
taught me much.
My
Yeah.
master was
Anyway,
like that.
What does that?
I'll
What
slap
does that 16 on deception do?
So River, he seems to believe
I'm not
you.
in trouble either.
But River, you need to roll another Constitution saving throw. But the man kind of like is nodding at Green and going,
She's fucked up.
And yeah, Edna is now plastered from wine.
I look at Galdar. I'm like, Galdar, we should probably keep an eye on her now. I think she's had a little bit too much.
Remember, lesser restoration does cure drunkenness.
Aww.
Okay, I'll go over and I'll take the goblet away.
What? No, give that back. Give it back. Give it
Nope, that's enough drinking.
I'm not touching that.
back.
This
Okay.
just sounds like this cover.
No, considering you're drunk, would intimidation checks be made at disadvantage?
Oh.
Yes, it would be.
Boy.
So you have to roll again.
I'm so glad I'm standing right there. Come on, that one.
I mean,
She's still fairly intimidating.
I think Galdar
so
would.
do you pass? That's the question.
What would Galdar have to roll to resist that? Wouldn't that be like wisdom saving throw or something?
Yes, it
I
would.
think so. Come on, Galdar.
I got +8 to wisdom.
We'll roll the
Yeah,
saving throw then.
he's a cleric. What would you expect?
Just roll it.
He's
I
just
want my
stone-faced.
goblet back, damn it.
He rolled
He's
an
just
18.
stone face.
Oh, god damn
She
it.
looks more cute than angry.
I'm not saying
I'll
anything.
pat her on the head.
Give it.
Oh.
Bite his hand. There's a bite, right?
Oh, Green just walks over. What are you three doing over here?
He
I
took
tell him,
my
like,
goblet.
Green, don't interfere. I'm very
Piccolo
innocent.
jumps on Galdar's head, and then jumps up into Green's arms, going. Ee!
I want it back. Give it back.
Loki,
And
meanwhile, sitting on the barrel, watching all this.
I go over and I start kind of like trying to pet Loki.
Green
After
just
I
kind
find
of
the
Green just
yeah.
kind of looks at and he
Loki
just says,
looks down at Kurt and tries to peck him.
I'm gonna attempt to flick its beak. Like, no, shame on you.
"Oh yeah, Rick. Just so you know, Green did heal that damage you took from the bats. If you want to do that on your
Oh,
token,
did you?
yeah, I did.
Rick Green,
Here.
what do you do?
No, I just noticed that on his token his health is low. After the bat fight, Green restored 5 hit points to it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you didn't take that much damage. Oh well. Green's just kind of
and riding in a cart, you guys would have also gotten a short rest from the ride itself,
Yeah,
since you're not walking.
Green just kind of gives Enna just a level look and says, "I believe you might have had a touch too much."
Prove it.
You just tried to bite.
Green
Galdar.
just reaches forward and just lightly lightly pushes her in the head with a single finger.
I try to bite his hand.
Yeah, no, it's like pushing her in the forehead just to like push her off balance.
Is that a dexterity save?
Yes, and she is trying to bite you, Green. Piccolo is also attempting to poke Enna. From
would this be
Green's arms.
Would this be athletics?
Yes.
I think Anna should take that dex save with disadvantage, so she's drunk.
Oh my god, fine. There.
Jesus!
I am a competent drunk, damn it.
Okay, Green just kind of lightly, kind of like just pokes you in the head. You stay standing. It's just like, well, okay, guess you're not drunk, and just walks away.
And
Hey,
Piccolo
hey,
was trying to
I need my goblet back.
I don't have the goblet.
Get me my goblet back.
I don't know. That sounds like something you're gonna have to deal with Galdar.
Piccolo climbs up on the top of Green's head to watch everything.
Actually, no. Before he goes, one thing that Green also does is he just lightly pats her on the shoulder and casts Lesser Restoration.
God damn it.
Aw, poor Anna, no longer drunk. But Piccolo is still sitting on Green's head. Piccolo looks like a hat. It's got his tail wrapped around Green's neck. He's just sitting on Galdar's head, on Green's head, and watching everything go by.
Green says, Galdar, do you mind if I have that goblet, please?
Yeah, I went to the well and put some water in it.
Fuck, Anna.
Wait, that was at disadvantage. I'm normal now.
Why were you rolling ice knife?
Because
She's
you
angry.
pissed me off. I'm trying to throw a knife at your back.
Oh, at Galdar?
No, at Green, because he cured my buzz.
That misses.
I know.
It's like, did you just throw a knife at me?
Did you just get rid of my buzz?
You do realize that
Davian kind of looks at the grape and goes,
I can
Taurus.
continue to drink more grape smash, and you can enjoy that feeling of getting drunk all over again,
He
right?
steps up on the steps here and points towards the front door. I would kindly suggest you leave now.
Yeah, what was that about enjoying getting buzzed all over again? Now it's all for naught, Green.
Piccolo is just kind of...
I'll buy you some more. Okay, tell you what. Next time we get some chance, I'll buy you some more grape smash.
I ignore that comment and I just walk past him.
Mm.
I'm just like, I'm out the door now.
Look, he goes flying after you. Piccolo kind of looks down at Green and goes,
He kind of just reaches up, pets
I want to talk to this monkey.
pets Piccolo.
Piccolo looks over at Galdar.
I'm going to cast tongues
Ooh.
and talk to the monkey.
I walk up to Anna, I'm like, hey, Anna, I don't think your bird likes me very much.
Well,
I
maybe
say,
you
what
should
is
be
it,
nice
boy?
to
What is
her.
it?
I want to be nice to the bird.
Food!
Dude, what the fuck?
And everybody can understand him.
Yeah. How was it lasts for an hour. So Piccolo is now chanting food, food, food.
All right, let's give him some food.
Look, he settles on Anna's head and just kind of stares down at Kurt.
What?
What one of the things Green does is he does approach Davian and basically just says, "My that I understand this is a place of business and we acted rather unbecomingly."
I don't know about you guys. Kurt was well behaved.
I was
Yeah,
well
Kurt was.
behaved until people started trying to take my booze away from me.
Is he just ignoring us now?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Green
Distracted.
basically just walked up and he basically apologized for his group's conduct.
Red nods and still says, "Please leave, though."
Very well. We will while we're at it, we'll also take a look at that seed problem for you next chance we get. We're going to be going to
Yeah,
Yester Hill
that's it.
anyway. Yester Hill.
I don't think there's anything more left there after the mage dealt with things there, but you go right ahead.
I am
Well, if
10
we-
gold for his trouble.
Well,
Oh,
if we find
thank
it, if we find anything, then we'll bring it back to you. And once again, Our apologies.
So Piccolo is now chanting, "Food now, food now, food now."
Yeah, I'm giving him
Monkey
food.
Yeah, Green, as he walks, Green goes into his pouch, pulls out a ration.
And you're hearing a strange voice that's chanting, "Food, food, yay, food, yay, food."
What is that?
Your Piccolo found his voice, it seems.
Oh,
For the next hour.
okay.
Huh. That's
How
cool.
are you doing, Piccolo?
Hi.
Hi.
And like that, all of Enna's anger, it melts away.
Pretty much, yes.
Piccolo climbs down off of Green and jumps at Anna. Hi, warm.
Aw, that's cute.
Hi, Piccolo. And I just start scritching on him.
Happy, happy, happy.
Good cutie.
Hey, Piccolo, I have a question for you.
Bad
What did you do to
gnome.
that guy that... What did
Bad
you do to
gnome.
that guy you were with?
Bad gnome.
What do you mean, bad gnome?
I just start laughing.
Why is he
I didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. What?
Kurt, what did you do to Piccolo?
Oh no!
Piccolo, what did he do?
Bad gnome.
Why is he
He
bad?
just kind of points at Kurt.
What did he do? Kurt's a friend. Kurt feeds you, remember?
Food?
A couple of occasions.
The monkey with the mind of a child. All they care about is food.
I saved Anna too on quite a few occasions actually.
Yeah, Kurt.
What? I'm the only gnome that's ever known.
Kurt, give him some of your rations. That might make him think you're a good gnome.
God, all these animals hate me. I just hand Piccolo's a ration.
Food! And Piccolo starts eating.
So is Kurt a good gnome or a bad gnome?
Food!
Yeah, saw that coming. I don't know why that bird hates me. I haven't done anything to it either.
So I'm assuming since we just basically been barred from the winery, we're all heading back to the car.
Yeah, because I don't have big.
Well,
You just
not necessarily.
You just
Not
guys,
necessarily.
you guys just
not necessarily.
roboted everywhere, and I couldn't hear you.
Sound check.
I can hear you
Nope.
just fine.
I can hear you just fine as well.
Yeah, I couldn't make out what Anna was saying.
Oh, okay.
Gnome to Piccolo now.
And I just want to know why all the animals hate me for some reason.
I don't know. You just have one of those faces.
What did you
I
do to
guess.
Loki, Kurt?
That's what I'm aware of.
Probably the same reason why Biddy keeps getting haunted by his own death.
And
I
that's
mean,
the reason.
I'm part
that
celestial. I don't think that has
is-
anything to do with it.
It's Barovia.
That would
Maybe it's 'cause I'm
explain
a
it.
gnome. That bird's racist.
What?
Okay.
Don't you dare refer to Loki as racist.
You know, if Gelda could make Piccolo speak, could he not make Loki speak?
That's a
Don't
good
be
question.
silly. And I go ahead and start walking into the cart.
Insight, Anna.
I thought you would like that idea.
You.
Anna, you got cut
It
off
does make a
completely.
point.
What? What?
No,
I,
she
I couldn't hear what you said.
I said that Loki and I communicate just fine.
All right.
And to that, Green says she does make a point.
Not really.
I saw how she and that Raven communicated back at the Abbey.
I've been
Communicated
studying
quite
it.
well, actually.
Oh my god, it's fucking dogs.
Anna, what's your response to
Yes?
that? What's your response to that insight on you?
Oh, there's an insight?
A
Yeah,
19.
Kurt just-
you.
Kurt just incited you on that one. Are you gonna whisper this to Kurt?
Yeah.
Like Kurt's eyeing you like, cause you said no like rather quickly, Hold on a second. Hey! Shut the hell up! Go down!
No, fuck you.
Oh, I'm sure I get that from her quite often. Let's see. Do you like bend down to Kurt's level and whisper down into his ear?
Well, I mean, you did insight, so really all you can do is just kind of get a gist of what's going on, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kurt it's like that thing pops up. Kurt will remember this. Later.
That's fine. Later is fine. But yeah, no, I've already climbed into the cart, and I've also gone into my bag, pulled out a bottle of vodka, and I'm chugging the vodka.
Oh,
Gun check.
well, see what I mean? Like I said, you could experience that feel of getting buzzed all over again, and you are.
But see, it's not the getting buzz. Like, that takes too long. What you gotta do is you gotta be at that buzz level and stay at that buzz level. But you heal before you hit the drunk level. Okay? That's how you do it. You gotta balance.
Very
I
well.
don't think you were buzzed before. I'm pretty sure you were drunk.
Regardless, I will keep that in mind. And every time we hit a tavern, I will buy you your first drink. How about that?
I already owe her fucking a week's worth.
I like this booze tab we have going so far, you guys.
Well, because the goal is to keep Edna happy. Because if she's not happy, Kurt feels like she's just gonna complain. Unless he wants to do is listen to a half-elf woman complain all the time.
That's mean. Wow, dude.
That is sexist.
The monkey was right.
Actually,
Mean
no. Well,
bad gnome.
well, no. To be fair, Kurt didn't make any mention of gender. He said race, so that's not sexist. That's racist.
No.
All
I was
right
just
then. The gnome is racist. Bad
He
monkey.
said half-elf woman.
I mean, bad gnome.
Not racist.
You're racist.
Trust me, I've been around every race, and they all complain. I was just being specific.
That was out of
And I
character.
didn't say that. I didn't not say that out loud. By the way.
So, where do you guys wish to go now that you're back in the cart? It's twilight. Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, it's getting on the twilight. So let's head back. Let's head back to Krizik.
Oops, forgot.
No, natural 20s.
2 nat 1.
As you make your way out from the winery.
Oh god, no. Gonna get fucking attacked again,
We
aren't
get the
we?
same friggin'. Alright, well, as you make your way out of the winery, you see a bit of fog coalescing into a lighted shape that looks kind of like some kind of ghost or spirit.
Damn it, that's Strahd.
No.
Kurt
But,
will assume it ain't bad.
well, it could be, for all you know. But,
A con saving throw.
But,
you want to be drunk and you can't get there.
roll a perception check. Anybody that's looking out at this phenomenon instead of like leaning back and drinking.
15.
16.
6.
But he doesn't know shit. He's like, damn, it's dark out today.
He's just too cool. He's just too cool to care.
He's too busy looking at his swords.
He's
Again.
got that like toothpick in his
He's
mouth.
he's still pondering whether or not to see if his brother can be resurrected. If
And
it's too late. Alright, so the image seems to be of a humanoid with twigs in their hair. They seem to be staring blankly at something, and then they're looking around.
Green.
Kurt, like he's like
Green.
fuck.
Green looks.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might have.
What are you
turn
going to
our
check out?
Watch.
And Green points at the figure out to Biddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wanna
Ghost
go-
that's
I think we
appeared
can
from the
try it.
mist.
Yeah, Green hops out. Doesn't draw his sword, but keeps his hand close to it.
Kurt cracks his knuckle.
Biddy will help out as well.
Ghost kind of
Let's go
seems to be
investigate.
holding its head in both hands for a moment. It seems to be soundlessly screaming.
Kurt's gonna
Green-
say celestial. What is your problem? Not like what's your fucking problem? Like, what is your problem?
No answer.
Second that. Green. Okay. So he's not responding to being spoken to, right?
Not in celestial, at least.
Oh, can you hear us in common?
It might be able to. Nobody's spoken to it in common yet.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what he's
that's
doing.
what I said. Green said hello. Can you hear me in common?
Ah, okay. Oh, you said that. I'm sorry. Either my speaker failed at that moment or something else. But the image seems to stop holding its head and just kind of twirls around in the spot for a moment, and then kind of points out at Green.
Yes.
Uh,
Hello.
This doesn't look
Oh,
good,
yeah,
Green.
Yeah.
The mouth moves, but you don't see any. You don't hear anything coming from it.
Could I roll something to figure out what this might be?
Sure.
Yeah. Same
What
here.
would that be? Would that be Arcana, religion?
Insight or religion.
I'll do insight.
Yeah, I'll do insight as well.
That's 15.
Not a
That's a
religion.
9. It's a
Alright.
19. Nice. Damn,
Ah.
Hannah.
And
I poked my head out, wondering where everyone was.
they're a bit far from you to see what the hell's going on, other than they have their backs to you at the moment. As for Green's insight check, it seems to be trying to say something to you about beware something or another. Religion check for Randy, for Galdar.
Yeah.
Oh,
You kind of get this impression that when this person died, something really bad and very, very magically inclined happened to stick their spirit in this state, so that they're kind of wandering around without a body and not going anywhere.
yeah.
Are you guys gathering?
Green just shouts, "Beware what? What's the problem? Is it Strahd?"
Roll a
Probably.
1d100.
Oh no.
Get a good roll.
Roll a
Yeah,
d100.
roll insight or roll.
62.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's 3 nat 20s in a row on this
The
concept.
vodka isn't going to get done tonight, Anna.
Little did you realize, Anna, but somehow the vodka in that bottle has changed to water, and
I
you're
think
not sure
Drip's
how.
playing a trick on me, is what it is. Drip's playing a trick.
I think it was either somebody switched out their bottle of vodka for a bottle of water, or the lesser restoration that Green casted you, it lasts for an hour or two.
No,
Oh
it doesn't.
my God.
I don't think it does.
No. I mean, Edna might assume so.
I just hope she didn't grab my bottle full of poison.
Well, she'd be dead already.
Okay, then that went from 1 to 100 real fucking quickly.
But
'Cause I do have a vodka bottle full of poison.
that is true, he
No,
does.
these
But
were
it wouldn't look like
vodka that I had
vodka.
bought.
Well,
To quote the great
But-
Ron Burgundy. Wow, that escalated quickly.
But anyway, Green, you see the mouth move some more, and it's like circling its hands around, and you think you see the words shadows, danger, consume before before the ghost begins to waver and fade out away from
Shadows.
vision.
Before
Danger.
they completely fade out, does Galdar say out loud what you told him?
Shadows, danger,
Yes,
consume.
Okay, Kurt's gonna roll an Arcana check to see if he can figure out what might have happened. No, he doesn't know shit.
Nope.
Yeah,
Mm.
I am absolutely fucking.
Did that person look like a druid of some kind?
From your knowledge of druids, yes, they looked humanoid. They had sticks in their hair. A druid is quite possible.
Shadows. I think there is
Druidess?
a lot more going on at Yesterhill than just nothing. That looked like a druid.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. What was it trying to say?
It said something about shadows, danger, and consume.
Okay, well, shadows is everywhere.
It
Or
might have
Especially
been. I might have been talking about some kind of creature that's mostly about shadow.
probably Strahd.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably Strahd.
Strahd's involved.
I would wager Strahd's not involved.
Maybe so. I might not be. Either way,
We got 10 gold on it. You want to get in on this pity?
let's
That
take a
Strahd's involved in the happenings in Yonder Hill.
Yesterhill.
Yes, a hill. Is that
Well, actually, no.
what this bit is?
Yonder Hill still applies because that hill is yonder.
Yes, that is true.
Kids these days don't know the difference between a stone's throw and a yonder.
I saw a thing
Yeah.
where this British person and this American were arguing about something, and like, what do you guys call 2 weeks? We call it 2 fucking weeks.
We call it a
Apparently-
We call it a fortnight.
Yeah, like what the fuck's a fortnight? 2 weeks.
We call it the latest video game sensation.
That's
No.
true. I'm still trying to figure out how to change the invert Switch version.
Green. Can I say? Well, not much else to do right now. Shall we head back to town?
Yeah.
And that's kind of important, though.
Yeah, the being is gone, right?
Well,
Yeah.
either way.
The ghost has vanished from sight.
Either way, it's nighttime, and if that druid said shadows, danger, consume, I'd rather not be looking around that place at nighttime.
Fair.
And Kresik isn't far. We go to Kresik, and then we head over there tomorrow.
Yeah, so I would assume some kind of shadow fiend or something, probably.
Well, something that's going to need banishing.
That'll be fun.
Loads of
Fun is
fun.
a subjective term.
It's
So,
true. I mean,
by
it's
the
probably the most fun
time-
we'll have here.
You guys get back to Kresik. Night has completely fallen. You still hear howls from wolves in the woods, but they're much further away. And once again, the gates remain closed as long as you leave until you put your silver coins and such into that box out front.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Green does that.
Yep.
Same here.
Kurt doesn't even fight it anymore.
He just drops it in.
Yeah.
So when Anna sees you guys back, she says, "Oh, did you find anything at the winery?"
Nope.
A batshit crazy old man, that's for sure.
Someone suspicious, that's what I found.
Isn't that what I said?
You just said crazy. Suspicious and crazy, then.
They do sometimes tend to go hand in hand with each other.
Yeah, but not all the
Especially
time.
in this place.
Can be crazy, but not suspicious.
Well, you're welcome to stay some more.
Well, thank you very much, Bad.
We need to be picking. We have some potions to pick up from the alchemist tomorrow, and then we're going to be heading on to Yesterhill.
Think you're going to find anything there?
Question:
We have our suspicions.
Do you ever have any interactions with the druids of Yesterhill?
Oh, a long time ago. They were not good people.
Yes, the man at the winery said that they were horrible druids. Apparently, some hero came in and killed them with a vampire hunter.
Oh yes, the druids apparently stole both the remaining stole something very important from the winery, and
Yes, the
apparently
seeds.
yes, and evidently only one of them was recovered.
that's one of the things we're going to be looking for tomorrow, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Any news while we were away?
No, nothing really has changed here.
That's good.
Either way, thank you very much again for your hospitality.
But of course, you have been decent guests. I do hope she looks over at Galdar. Says, I do hope you find a compatible forge at some point.
We did, but they were wanting to charge us an arm.
Yes, it was like 100 gold for get a weapon silvered.
But that was before we found Galdar.
True. Regardless, that's a subject for another time.
No, we have the money.
Yes, exactly. Haven't exactly been finding much by way of money in this land, but...
I said we do have the money.
Oh, I thought we didn't have the money.
I have 5 gems, both, and each gem is worth 50 gold.
Huh.
I have no idea about that. Fair enough.
Cool.
That could be very useful if we ever head back over to Barovia then.
We're in Barovia.
The
The
village
town
of
of
Barovia.
Barovia, you tit. Gree just gives you a look. It's that kind of look that a kid gives their dad when they make a dad joke.
I mean, to be honest, Kurt's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but he is definitely a smart ass. You're the only gnome I've met, so.
Oh, okay. I guess
Well,
that's fair.
correction, only gnome I've met and conversed with for a length of time.
That's true.
I think Anna just asked you a question.
She did. I mean, like, yeah, let's head to your room. Or actually, let's head outside. Anna doesn't want us smoking in the house.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I never actually understood what substances you actually put in your pipe. What is that?
Oh, it's weed.
You'll have to be more specific. There are a lot of weeds.
Let me think.
There we go.
Finally!
You can't get drunk, so you have to go get high.
I take what I can get, damn it.
That makes me think of a song from the 90s.
You know what? Green is sorely tempted to try getting in on that.
Aki kind of steps away and kind of stares into the fire.
I'm gonna,
Green goes over to him. Something on your mind? You've been a little quiet the past couple days.
Fawn just tries to casually listen.
Did you?
Fawn?
You mean Fawn? Oh my god!
Biddy, sorry.
We have to get back to all the way to the village of Barovia in order to get Fawn's body back in order to bring him back.
Wow, that was quick. Jesus, I didn't know you had a teleport spell.
oh,
When were
and
you
to answer Green's question, it's Gnome Kush.
Gnome Kush.
But anyway,
Of course, it's called Kush.
but anyway, Aki is kind of like looks up and says something about. I did not realize just how vulnerable certain aspects of me are.
Would you like to elaborate on that? Perhaps in private?
He was talking about when we were at the Abbey.
Ah,
That
What happened to him? And
the dragon lich could manipulate me that way.
ah.
oh, right. No, we're
That
not
came
all
to a
perfect.
shock to me as well.
With all due, well, I understand your concern, Aki. But that lich was very powerful. It was.
And he is not the first lich I have faced either.
Ah,
He
The
is
last time
absolutely-
I was a helpless child.
Oh no, you kicked some serious ass when you're even when as a kid.
Kind of rubs one of his wrists vigorously.
Kurt just pats him on
Is
the
he rubbing it?
shoulder.
Is he rubbing it just like out of an anxiety thing, or is he rubbing it for a specific reason?
Like
It's hard to
sheepish.
tell. He wears long gloves that kind of cover his wrists.
Insight.
Would I know, Grizz?
Yeah,
Never mind, I don't know.
You know exactly what happened there. Remember? Think back. What did he say happened to him at that point when he was 8? What she did to him?
Let me. God, it's been a while. You know.
I'll whisper it to you.
Please and thank you. It's been a while. Yeah, that's right. That's what I figured. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, I pat him on the calves. You know, I'm not very tall. I'm like, that's alright. No worries.
Mm.
And then that's when Kurt and Anna go outside, and it gets fucked up.
Yeah, he kind
Hey.
of folds his arms and looks at the fire some more.
Hmm.
Does Green continue to talk to him or anything, or does Green leave him alone at this point?
Green just kind of says, "Do you fancy some company standing by the fire, or would you rather be alone for a bit?"
It matters not. You can stand here if you like.
Hmm. Green sits down, sits next to him.
David's kind of like sitting at the table working on some stuff as you guys wander around talking to each other.
So
So-
here's a question: is Kurt and Anna outside alone?
I think
Yeah.
so.
So I'm high as hell right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's nothing holding me back, right?
Nothing at all.
Absolutely not.
I'm not
You're
sitting
you're,
there.
you're high as F, and you're possibly
I think-
chatty as all get out. So
I know this from experience, by the way.
Okay.
There's nothing. That's why I messaging you. Since they are doing their thing.
Okay. Well, since you asked, what Anna would say is, "Oh, because she asked me not to tell you."
Oh, okay. Tell me what.
Tell you about her.
Oh, okay. Well, what does she want you to tell me about? Tell you about her to me. Is it me in particular?
No, it's just anybody.
Ah. So, what kind of secret is she keeping?
Well, that's the thing. Yes, a secret.
Hang on. I want to try something real quick. Where is it? Like, Anna, do you really think you can't trust me? After everything we've been through?
All those 20s earlier.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back against you now.
Well,
It's the 3 versus the 8.
she's just watching the group, making sure we don't work for Strahd.
Uh-huh. What else aren't you telling me, Anna?
I'm not telling you where I came from. I'm not telling you I like green. I'm not telling you
That
that.
obvious. Anna, that last one was obvious.
Inside the house, just quietly sitting with Aki. You're just here, Green go. Why are my
Also,
ears
I-
suddenly burning?
I do imagine Biddy's outside, but just
No, they're probably having this outside with door closed. So.
Well, I imagine Billy's still
Sorry,
outside at
Oh, okay.
the tree that he previously was kneeling down before.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
So you
is
might
there
be.
any particular reason why the Raven doesn't like me? Because I'm getting quite annoyed with that. I'm trying to be nice to it. She keeps trying to peck me.
I don't know why she doesn't like you. She hasn't told me yet. I didn't ask.
You should probably do that. But just keep in mind, Anna, that if you can tell me anything, I'm not gonna tell the others. There are many things that I haven't told anybody about. Like, most of the shit that happened between me and the kid,
You and who?
Aki. I knew him back when he was 10 years old.
8. He was 8 at the time. He's 18 now. This stuff was 10 years
So
ago.
Yeah.
So you've been babysitting a long time then.
For a little bit, yeah. But then he went off and, as you can see, grew up.
Kids these days, am I right?
Absolutely. He's a good kid, though. And, you want another hit?
Yes, please. I figure since I've already rolled a 2, it can't get worse, right?
Oh no, it's all downhill from here.
Well, I guess on that stuff, no, not so much.
That's an 8. I assume the Raven's not there, otherwise the Raven would have pecked her.
Yeah, that's what I'm
she's
assuming.
Elsewhere. I think she and the monkey are conspiring together for something.
No, they're not anymore. The hour's up.
They don't need to talk to be able to conspire.
Oh,
True.
well, there you go then.
But yeah, the part was about you and Green. I already knew that. You trust me. You couldn't have made it any more obvious.
Might want to tell him that.
Well, usually when the person involved is involved, they have no idea. It goes over their head.
Damn right he doesn't.
But don't worry, Anna. Your secret's safe with me. I won't tell them.
It's not my secret, it's her secret. So you need to be nice to Laura.
Lucky.
She said Laura on purpose.
Yeah, I said Laura on purpose.
I'm sorry, Laura?
Yeah. Name's Laura.
I see. Laura sounds like a lovely.
She is, and she's hot. Oh my god. Like, seriously, really? When this is over with, I'm gonna see if I can spend a night with her.
Alright, Grizz, I'm gonna make a intelligence check to see if I can figure out what she's talking about.
Sure. The implication being either she's into bestiality or there's something she's not telling you.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
Kurt, eyebrow perks up and he's like, Anna, is Loki a were-raven?
Maybe.
Oh, I see. Alright, Anna. I'll keep her secret.
Okay, don't tell the others, though, because they've already said they want to kill her, and I promised her that we wouldn't.
Only 2 of us have.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because we were under the impression that she was working. You know what? You're right.
Are you laughing? Right. Are you laughing reasonably loudly?
Oh yeah.
Agreeing. Roll perception check.
I tell her, I'm like, you know what? That's fair because bidding her.
Yes, you could hear Anna laughing hysterically outside.
And as we all know, Drips can't be trusted. So
remind me to have some of that at some point.
Drips changed out my vodka for water.
That sounds like something he would do. Drips is kind of an asshole.
I don't like Drip. Let's bring back our Toby.
I agree.
Yes, but see, in character, you would have no idea that they're played by the same person. As far as you're concerned, they're 2 separate people entirely. One does
think I
not
have,
correlate to the
actually.
other. Now you can kind of work it around and say that Biddy and Fawn can replace one another because they're Windstar brothers and because they came after one another's deaths, etc., etc. But you can't do that for Drip and Artovi because they have no reason to be related. It's only metagame knowledge that relates them.
I was just making a joke. It was apparently a bad joke.
See, Galdar would also be on that running for that case because he showed up right after Ortovi died as well.
I pull out a piece of paper and a pen and I start writing on it. And I fold it up and I give it to Anna. Put this in your pocket.
What does it say? And I start opening it up.
I was like, hang on.
What?
Wait until the morning. Because you're high as shit right now, and I want to make sure you remember this conversation.
Anything else you want me to remember?
Yeah. When we get back to my home, you and I are gonna party. A lot.
Write that down! Write that down! Write that down! And I hand him the paper back.
Kurt writes it down. I know a lot of people.
Okay, and so I take the paper and I put it back in my pocket.
And I'll send her a whisper once. And I'll send you the same whisper, Grizz.
So what do you guys wish to do for the rest of the evening? I see that Galdar is doing weapon maintenance, and Biddy is talking to himself, or rather talking to his swords.
I go wherever people put me at this
I have
point.
this big feeling that Biddy's going to become a hexblade at some point, if he has the stats for it. He's talking to his weapons. That's what a hexblade does.
Hey, you never know. Eldritch Knights could do that too, since they have Blade Bond.
Good point. I guess the only experience I had with an Eldritch Knight was the one that picked up a sentient sword, so...
Eldritch Knights are cool.
After a while, just because I'm assuming Kurt and Anna are outside chatting for quite a while at this point.
Yeah, and giggling madly, and
after
all that.
a while, Green will kind of poke his head out of the door and just say, "Everything okay out here?"
Oh yeah, we're good.
Hi, Green.
Hello, Anna.
You know what? I think Anna should do like a flirtation check against Green.
Now the question is, should he get flustered or should I?
What kind of check is that for flirtation?
Charisma.
That'd be
charisma.
That'd be a charisma check, and now it's my choice as to if I roll wisdom saving throw for him to get flustered, or an insight to see if he even fucking notices.
Just roll like a 1d2 or something like that to determine which one it is.
Can I roll persuasion?
If you're gonna make a lascivious suggestion instead of just flirt, yes.
I mean, I'm high as hell. That's what I'm doing.
It's like she does like the eyebrow thing, like, hey.
Oh god, she's flirting heavily and directly with you, being obvious about it.
Okay, it's definitely gonna be to see if he gets flustered or not. Ooh,
yeah. That's wow. I would have to say that I don't think
Let
Green
the DM decide. You are our god.
The GM notices from her level of frustration, unless she's completely clueless about all things flirty. I think
it would be because of his backstory.
Yeah. So if you're completely clueless about all things flirty, then you don't quite understand what's going on here.
Well, no, he's not necessarily clueless about all things flirty. I was just saying that it was.
But I'm guessing from that will save, you're not going to get flustered. You're in control of yourself.
It's more of a case of.
You would at least understand that she is intoxicated.
That she's definitely flirting.
She's flirting, and she's also intoxicated, which means she's not necessarily in her right mind about things.
Yeah, Green steps outside, doesn't really that thing, Kurt.
Grizz, what kind of check would I have to make to control keep myself in control from fucking laughing my ass off?
Wisdom.
Okay. I am almost stone faced.
You know
I
that
can see a
laughing at
twitch.
the structure would be bad.
Insight.
Yeah, like Kurt's yeah. Go ahead and do the insight real quick.
12. No, I don't see shit.
Kurt is completely stone faced. He almost resembles Galdar a little.
Nice impression. No, I just figured you guys have been sat out here for quite a while.
He's like a small version of Galdar.
I heard that laugh earlier. What kind of joke did you tell?
Something mediocre that fucking just set her off. Hang on, I gotta look up those jokes. I found a Reddit of
God,
This sounds amazing.
I cannot wait.
I think this is it right here. Hang on. I think there's one that involved a Tarrasque. Oh yeah. Your mama's so fat she can't even see her feet. Or
Do you say that in character?
No, I got a better one. Hang on. I said, oh yeah, the joke was a human, a half orc, and an elf walk into a bar. The dwarf walks under it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay,
one
have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I have not.
Great show.
Okay.
I know of it though.
Okay, well, there's this
Watch
one cold
Watch
open.
it now.
There's this one cold open where one of the characters makes a joke that is so bad. One of the other characters just stands there, just staring at him, completely silent. Like,
Now you see how high she is.
that's staring at Kurt, not Anna.
No, I know.
I can't
That's why I
remember. Was
said,
it? Do you know if it was renewed for another season?
Also, Enna's hitting on Green again. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah,
I
rolled a
noticed.
2.
Yeah,
Oh God, let's see.
So Green, you're currently being sexually harassed.
That is true. I would be doing that this stone.
Wisdom saving throw. 14.
You somewhat realize that Enna is stoned and not necessarily in her right mind. Still, this could make you angry if you do not reciprocate her desires.
Yeah. But at the same time, she's not in her right mind. Reciprocating could make me an asshole.
Exactly. No, what I'm saying is that if you don't actually like her, even if you're keeping it to yourself, that her constant flirting at this moment could easily tip you into anger.
No, he's not. No, he doesn't get angry. But at this point, it's just kind of the point of her flirting. She will definitely see his cheeks just flush a little bit.
Aw.
So I'm gonna go back and
Blushing.
You just get that. Green just gives you that look of "Don't leave me out here on my own."
I'm not going inside.
Oh, I thought you said you were.
He's still outside.
No. I said that Green is like, I'm gonna go back inside.
And somewhere is Galdar.
Oh, I thought Kurt was saying that. Green just kind of stays outside, but yeah, he just kind of stays there. But he gets a little closer to the fire and takes a seat next to Kurt.
Getting a little hot out here by the fire, isn't it?
David decides to poke his head out the door at this point. Is everything okay out here?
Oh no, everything's fine.
All of Kurt's will right now to not double over in laughter.
Hey, make another wisdom saving throw.
I concur.
Not one.
14. No, I hit it twice, but it was a 14. Like, you can see him twitch a little bit, like, oh, God, this is hard.
Actually, I want to roll perception to see if I noticed that. Would it be against that? Would it be against that check?
Yes, it would be against that check.
12. I do not notice.
Can't pick up on even the slightest muscle twitch at this point.
He is that
Yeah, just like when no one's looking, he has that slight twitch on the corner of his mouth.
His eye twitches a little bit, like, hold it in, Kurt.
Oh, god
Hold
damn
it
it.
in.
Another wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
11. His cheeks
poor
go from
Green.
being normally flushed to he's blushing quite heavily right now.
At this point, Kurt's like, okay, in his head, it's like, okay, Green, I'll help you out here. And he just pats Anna on the back and lifts the restoration.
That's mean. No, don't do that. That's mean.
Poor Anna.
Green,
Do I have
Kurt's taking
any
pity on her.
memory of what was occurring, though? That's my
Roll
question.
roll intelligence check.
Out of character, absolutely you should. Because I remember everything I do when I'm stoned.
Well, her elvish metabolism might cause something. Nope, something went with her unique metabolism created from the joining of elf and human has caused a unique event. She's unable to with the not only being stoned, but the use of lesser restoration has caused her short-term memory to short circuit. If she had just sobered up normally, she might still remember, maybe not. But because of the rest of the restoration, suddenly it's like bam. The last couple, all of her conversation with Kurt, everything she got high, is gone.
Why are you passing me notes, Kurt?
You'll see.
Green is trying to is just kind of staring at the fire and just you'll notice that his cheeks are reasonably flushed.
Hey, Green, when did you get here?
Oh, I just got out. Pulls out a bottle of vodka. Just takes a shot. Want some?
Before he does that, I'm like, hey, hang on. And I pass him the pipe. You want to try?
Hey, Rick and Randy, you two okay? You've both been very quiet. I'm making sure you guys are okay.
I'm fine.
Yep, still doing my thing.
I'm just thinking of something.
Alright.
Green just kind of looks at Kurt, just looks down, says, you've offered me this quite a few times.
Yep.
Fuck it. And then he just takes a hit.
Yep.
Con saving throw. Natural 20! It's quite good.
Yeah, it's got a nice
Thanks.
taste to it. Kind of
Yeah.
fruity, a little oaky, a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
I could
said-
tell. Definitely, I might need to get some of this. And then he just goes back, and then he goes back, and he just fills up a glass of vodka, just takes a shot, and then he just kind of looks at the other two and says, "Want some?"
Yes.
And now
Passes-
read the note first.
Oh, okay.
What did you
Read
put on those
Both
notes?
of them.
Both
Don't worry
of them?
about it, Green. Both of them.
Where's the other one?
In your
I
pocket.
feel like there is a lot of context that is being missed for this conversation.
It's okay, Green. Just go back to your vodka.
So
Hey.
I pull out the
You
note.
get eyed very suspiciously.
Green, if it was gonna harm you at all, I would tell you. But it's just it was just a conversation the two of us had.
That's a fair point.
And
What do I
I
roll
remember-
to keep like?
Wisdom saving throw.
Throw most likely. Not 20. You are you give probably sorry.
you give Galdar a run for his money.
You have the
So
ultimate
I look
poker
over at
face.
Kurt and I give him a glare that says, "I better not regret my decision later."
I give her a look like, "Don't worry, you won't."
Green is just looking between the two of them, very confused.
Insight, Green, insight.
Oh god damn it! 19.
You know that something
I guess-
very important is being missed here between these two.
You know what? Pours himself another shot of vodka.
Con save.
Oh yeah. 20. Fuck you. just like
I got
down
this feeling that if we were sitting around an actual physical table right now doing this, we'd actually be drinking shots.
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Green just kind of Green passes the bottle over to Anna.
Tara.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple of shots.
17.
Vodka just doesn't do it for me anymore.
Take another shot. You said you were going to take 2.
Nope, I'm okay.
Who was being typed to?
So I'm gonna go ahead and look at Green's straight face. I'm gonna do another persuasion. Because I'm like, well, fudge it. If I've already started down this road, I'm going again.
Okay, now that you actually do look Green straight in the face, you do see that his cheeks are very flushed. 7. He is okay. So you know how in anime when someone is really flustered, there's just a line of red that just slowly fills their face.
Yep.
It just goes. Hi.
I lean over to Kurt and I go, should I stop or keep going here?
Oh no, you can tell the. Sorry.
I'm like, that's. I whisper back. That's entirely up to you. Kurt says this with his knowing smile.
Do I hear this conversation?
Well, we did it right in front of your face.
Green just looks at Kurt. Looks at Anna. You know, you don't have to whisper. I am right here.
I'm not whispering.
Oh.
Oh, then yeah, I just say that like to her casually. I'm like, that's entirely up to you, Anna.
Helps. Oh god. My brain can't think of how to word it, but basically, Green wants to say that he's not enjoying this. If you take my meaning, basically indirectly saying that he's okay with it.
So basically, Green's like, you know what? I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm strangely okay with it.
Yeah, it's just like, if it helps, I'm not exactly disliking the situation. And then he just takes another shot of vodka. 18. Still sober.
You know what? Kurt is gonna attempt to see what happens if. I know some people back where I come from who would be very interested in a bard of your talent.
Oh, really? Like who?
Oh, let me think. There's. Hang on, I got.
Just out of character, are you trying to make Green jealous right now?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
You asshole. Utter asshole.
Okay, 2 ASMR and a bard. Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
It's already been interesting.
Well, let's see. There's Deacon. He's a tiefling. He's pretty good with a guitar. You guys probably have a duet.
Oh.
There's Dimitri. He's also a half elf.
Oh.
There's. I don't know how you feel about half orcs.
I mean,
He's pretty good looking for a half orc.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Green isn't vocally saying anything, but you can see that he's kind of you know that expression people get when they just like press their lips together like really hard, and it's just that really. Hang on, I'll put it in chat. This is the expression he's making.
I feel like
you see him just looking slightly at Kurt.
I feel like since I'm doing this on purpose, I don't need to roll like an insight check. But like,
No.
I look at him like, oh yeah, this is going perfectly. I say this in my head.
I want to roll
Like, I'll
psychic
have to-
insight to hear that.
If only you could
either.
No,
Okay.
see. So what Inna's doing is she's already hit on Green multiple times by now, and obviously he's not going for it. So what she's gonna do is just turn the attention to Kurt like she's actually interested in these guys that he's listing off.
Yeah,
I think
I know.
you should
You're doing.
insight them.
So basically you're ganging up on Green right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Assholes.
Poor Green.
this is what friends do.
Exactly.
And I think Enna should make an insight check to see if it's working.
You know what? Because of how flustered he is, Grizz, would it be okay for me to roll this wisdom save at disadvantage to hide the fact that he's getting a little jealous?
Sure.
Anything because the impression you're getting from Green is that he's not saying anything because he might because this is concerning her career and he doesn't want to get in the way of that, but at the same time he's just like just like there's a tie.
Green, what do you think about all these guys that'd be interested in a bard?
Not just a bard, a very lovely bard.
Oh, thank you, Kurt.
Well, I agree that Anna is very talented and lovely bard. But I figured if we are perhaps going to help Anna find some form of...
So, Biddy, you're kind of walking by this group that are in the middle of a chat in front of a fire.
bardic employment in... that character, what was the name of your hometown?
Damn it! Now I
Probably,
don't remember.
probably either Mail or Tuala. The capital is Mail, and Tuala is the major port city.
I'd say the capital. I'm sure that's where the NIB headquarters.
Wherever Kurt is from, I feel like it'd be better if perhaps I helped out as well. And he kind of looks at Anna and as he says that,
he could be your manager, Anna.
I wouldn't. I'm not so sure about the managerial standpoint, but I'm sure I could provide support in other fashions.
Absolutely.
Oh, really? Do tell.
What are you guys?
Says, okay, the question. How were you approaching the group? Were you approaching from behind Green to the point where he wouldn't notice you?
Depends
we're
on
up against the wall, so I'd say he'd probably come up like on the side of us.
Yeah, probably on the side, I guess.
And are you making any attempt at hiding yourself as you come up, like walking up quietly?
Yes, actually. Like silently
Okay.
until I speak. So hang on.
Okay, roll stealth. See if Green notices this, because this is going to affect his reaction.
Oh yeah, nobody notices until Biddy talks.
Yeah, the moment like he's about to say something, and the moment Biddy speaks, Green's back just goes ramrod straight, and he looks very, very embarrassed.
Did I bump in? Did I interrupt something?
No.
Oh no! Green was just gonna say what he was gonna help me with.
Green just kind of looks at him and like, "You fucking asshole!"
I feel like something. I feel like I am interrupting something.
Oh no, this is getting good. You should sit and enjoy this, Biddy.
Hey, Rick, have you seen Hellsing Ultimate Bridge?
Oh god, which bit are you talking about here?
The one where he's like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Without the part, he's just like, "Oh no."
Oh no. No, but anyway, it's just like, yeah, about that, the support thing. Yeah, well, just being there, helping through times, good and bad. Emotional.
Why do I feel like the conversation changed a bit?
Yeah, if Green be this flustered before.
Kurt, if Green's not gonna say anything,
Oh
how
no,
did I interrupt?
Oh, we were just having a lovely chat, and then they got high as shit, and Green was, yeah, I'd say he's slightly buzzed. Me, I'm always fucking high, so yeah.
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
There's more papers.
What are you writing there?
Ooh. What
Well,
note
then,
this time,
I
Kurt?
guess you wouldn't mind if I sat down with you then.
Oh no,
Go for
join
it.
us, Biddy, please. And I go ahead and hand you the vodka bottle.
It's about halfway down at this point.
Well, I mean, you could have just said no, but okay.
Well, he doesn't want to be impolite. He makes it look like he's drinking it.
So roll deception.
Yeah, seriously, roll deception on the girl who drinks for a living.
Yeah.
Oh no. Roll insight. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I hand the paper to Green.
Well,
Hey, Biddy, you want to head inside real quick? I need to grab something from our room.
Sure.
Yeah. Like let's go real quick. And I
Okay.
like rush Biddy inside. I kind of like shove him into the house.
Do you
Close
leave the
door.
vodka bottle?
Nope.
No.
don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
get
Green
up and I chase after you for that vodka.
the moment you get up, that you do see that Green kind of has another one.
Oh, okay. I follow the vodka. Vodka over here.
Anyway,
so, Kurt, why'd you?
I'll send you.
Suddenly-
I will send you a whisper, Rick.
yeah. Where were we? Green says, and he's, kind of just looking around, still very visibly flustered.
We were at the point that I was obviously hitting on you to see if you were going to go ahead and make a move, and instead you decided to make it act like we were brother and sister.
Oh, sorry. Well, if it helps, the feeling's mutual. Oh no! And he just kind of runs his hands through his hair, and he just looks down at the fire. They're still visibly flustered, and he says, "That I like you.
What was that?
That I, you heard me.
What?
That I like you."
I imagine Kurt is on the other side of the door just laughing.
And Green is just like, I swear to God, when I get my hands on that dome, I'm gonna kick him in the shins.
Oh.
I love
Wait,
that.
what do you-
I love that guy, but also, goddamn.
What do you think, Rick, about what I sent you?
Yeah, I agree. but Biddy really wants to watch.
Yeah, you
Really
can,
wants to
okay.
see how it goes.
You can get the. Okay. Oops, sorry, Rick.
So you know what?
I'll check.
Is
I'm gonna try and join them. Hang on a sec. Give me a sec.
well,
No, you're not supposed to see that.
okay. So
But the
I
question
don't
is, does
say
Anna do something?
anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't say anything. Do you notice them, Green?
That's roll perception. Yeah, I noticed them.
You should see
I mean,
their
it's
heads
kind of-
poke around the
yeah,
corner.
It's kind
But
of
to be,
you haven't see me.
But
We
to
do
be
have the
fa-
same.
but to be
roll.
fair, Green is kind of probably aware that they were going to do this anyway, so he doesn't say anything either. He's just kind of got this look on his face that Kurt will know all too well. As I swear to God, then I get my hands on Kurt, I am going to hit him.
I wish I had popcorn.
What's popcorn? No.
Kurt pulls out popcorn. Here. I'm a gnome. It's called gnome
It's
magic.
just okay. Sorry, I just. Looking at Green and and he's not even attempting to hide this. It is very visibly obvious that this is probably one of the very few times he's gone through something like this. You okay over there, River?
I'm still laughing.
Oh, she's still laughing. Do you need a minute?
No, I think I'm good. I'm not good.
Just far enough to see what's going on and not being noticed. He's just at the forge, just sees this happening, just like hammering away, and then he just sees it, just goes, and then just goes back to what he was doing.
That's just
Crazy
right.
young people.
What was that? What was that, Grace?
I said that sounds about right to me.
Would you agree with that, Randy? Would that be Galdar's reaction?
Oh, he's nowhere around.
No,
Oh.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if that's like what I imagine. Galdar's just kind of like he's close enough to see all this, but he's just far enough away where everybody's too busy to notice him. And he's just standing there watching, like what?
Like he's like in the middle of like doing some blacksmithing stuff, and he just looks up, smiles, and just goes back to what he was doing, just like. Anyway, but yeah, Green does say that he likes Anna. There you
Looks disappointed.
And when we get out of here and get to Kurt's place, would you want to go and maybe get some dinner at some point or something like that? You know, he's got no idea what he's fucking doing. Let's be real. He's like, this is what I'm supposed to do, right? Ask if they want to go out on a
Biddy's
date.
just palming.
I would give Green a look of confusion and concern and be like, don't you want to eat every night?
At this point, Kurt Facepalm is like, oh my fucking god.
They're both as clueless as each other. No.
This is freaking adorable.
We eat every night, but as in, I take you to a nice place to eat. I pay. Just
We
can make it if we try.
Is Kurt actually saying that in character?
No.
Okay, good. Because Green would have just said, "You're not helping."
And now that song is playing in my head. Thank you.
Oh God.
You are absolutely welcome. Like, that's playing like in the background, like as they're talking.
Yeah. You hear that stream? That's what's playing right now.
God damn it! Are you actually playing the song?
No, I'm just for anybody who watches this on YouTube or is currently watching on stream is probably gonna have that song playing in their head.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll go with that. Yeah. That information's out there between the two of us.
Yeah, but what do we do about it tonight?
Oh.
I mean, I've been hardcore hitting on him for like the past hour?
Yeah.
I'm like, fudge it. I'm all the way in anyways. May as well see how far I can push this stupid thing.
Well, Green says he eventually sighs as well, and he's just like, "Fuck it, I'm already in." It's just like, well. He just looks at you, gives you that knowing look, and says, "What do you want to do?"
Oh, that's.
I know it's terrible. I know. I know. I'm a terrible. Hey, Ripper. I've been saying this to you all week. I am terrible at flirting. Fuck you.
Hey, let me translate. You want to bang?
I don't know. Is that for
There's-
sure something you want to do? It's like, what the fuck?
It's like, who the fuck even flirts like that? Like I said, Green has no idea what he's doing.
I think after that, I
Poor
would stop
clueless
and
Green.
stare at you, shake my head, and walk inside.
Hang on a sec. I'm sending another.
Oh
another video
boy,
on Discord.
Cave posted it to roll 20.
Thank you.
Wait,
That
I'm
was
not
my
done yet.
Discord.
There's the other one.
The Clash. Rock the Cash
Green is just sitting there. He just and he just
Sorry.
doesn't move from where he's sat. He's just silently kicking himself right now.
I whispered to Billy, it's a good thing I'm faster than he is.
It's like, God damn it.
That's not a good thing.
Because I'm a monk. I have 40 movement right now. Since last time I checked. It might be 35. It's one of the.
It's
No,
still
wait, it's
faster
40.
than green.
Oh yeah.
Green
absolutely.
is 30. You could easily get away from Green.
Oh yeah.
But remember, Green has a crossbow.
It's true. But remember, Kurt can deflect missiles.
Green has more than one missile.
Roll
Kurt has more than one.
initiative.
No, he doesn't. Green doesn't get up. He's just sat at the fire with that, silently kicking himself for his awkwardness.
Aw, show's over. Alright.
Poor Green.
Does he say that out loud?
Yes.
Nice.
Kurt walks up to him. He goes, "I tried."
She knows, but
I can't believe I don't have any of the Clash
Starts-
on my album. So
I-
he just starts chugging.
I grab the bottle from him and I take it away. I'm like, all right, here's what you need to do. Okay. Next time the two of you are alone, and I won't involve myself this time. Just let her know that when we get back, you want to take her out for a romantic dinner for two.
That's what I said.
No, it's not. You were kind of beating around the bush. I could smell the awkwardness in the air.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not like I've exactly had much experience with women.
I got that. Trust me. I think the entire village might be aware of that now.
Yes, thank you for that, Kurt.
Kurt's like, not a problem. But just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
I know.
help you. The minute we found her.
Hmm.
Like, seriously, you two couldn't have made it any less obvious.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
just keep that in
okay.
mind.
I know. Two things though. One, thank you. Two,
Yep.
he punches you on the arm.
Sorry,
not particularly hard. It's just like a thump. It's like a.
That's Kurt. So you know what? I asked for that. Now I'm gonna go check on Anna.
Please
Oh,
do.
the show wasn't over yet. Oh, now it is.
God damn it, Pity.
I go look for Anna so I can talk to her.
I think it just went for food.
Wow, Green, that was a thing. Straight up.
Yes, Biddy. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Not right now. In a little bit. In a little bit, dude. Alright, lay on the ground.
I thought that was. I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, talking to my brother.
Okay.
Why don't you go to sleep, Green?
No, it's fine. I'm gonna sit out here for a little bit longer.
To yourself.
You might
And
want to take.
you
You
just-
might before you go. Just you might want to take the vodka bottle.
Why?
I don't think Kurt gave it back to him.
Okay. No, never mind them. Never mind. Green just kind of. He doesn't say that then. Just kind of
But he
sits out
just
there for a little
goes
bit.
to one of the bedrooms and goes into his little trance.
He just kind of sets it on the. He kind of like hops up and sets it on the counter. Like, hey Anna. So about the paper
about that.
No. Don't try to cover it up.
What?
I'll tell you the same thing I told you when you were fucked up. My lips are sealed. You might want to tell her, though.
Tell her what exactly?
What I
That
wrote
you
on the
know?
paper. Yes.
Yeah, I can do
I'd also
that.
like to know. I'd also like to know why she distrusts me.
I
That's
don't
more for
know.
personal. No, I know. But when you tell her that I know, I'd like to know why she distrusts me. I feel like I haven't done anything to earn her distrust, but if I have, I'd like to know what it is.
I mean, I can ask, but that doesn't mean I'll get an answer.
You'd get an answer more than I would. I can't talk to animals. I'm not a forest gnome.
Okay.
Anywho, but yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But so I was trying to help out there. Kurt's kind of trying not to laugh, but that was kind of funny. I'm sorry.
Well, you can lead a horse to water.
He tried. You have to give him that.
Did he though?
Does Green really seem the type to associate with women like that?
I honestly have no idea.
The guy was raised in a clergy.
Good point.
And he's out of character. Green. How old is Green?
Green is 21.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, you're a baby.
Yeah.
He's only a couple years older than Aki.
But yeah, and he's only 21. That's probably where he's been most of it.
Actually, that explains a lot there.
I mean, I'm 180. I've been around for a very long time. I've been out of my monastery for a while, and I've been around.
All
I've
right.
only known I was in Azamar for about 10 years.
Yeah, I won't give him such a hard time next time.
It was entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Assholes.
So yeah, don't give him such a hard time. But I did what I could to help.
Well, I appreciate your concern, Kurt. Thank you.
And just so you know, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. And I already told you this, but you probably don't remember. You couldn't have made it any less obvious.
For it.
Really? You got mad at Green for trying to save you.
And I got mad at you for falling down the
Yes.
stairs.
But I also asked for that.
Why would you ask for that? That's why I'm mad at you.
Because that's the only way I could kill the damn thing was to dump oil on her and set her on fire.
Set yourself on fire, intern, you dumbass.
That was an accident.
No, it doesn't matter.
No.
You told me specifically no more fire, and then you turned around and used fire yourself and got knocked out. Yes. I was just fighting being mad at you.
No, I'm not saying you weren't justified. I'm just saying.
So what does that mean that I don't have a crush on you instead of Green? Because your logic does not sound here.
Have you seen me? I'm 3 feet tall, I weigh 50 pounds, and I'm fucking. And to me, I'd question your taste in men.
You've got a point there.
Kurt confirmed for sassy gay best friend.
Oh, Kurt's not gay.
I know.
Ladies, but
I know. It was a
friend part. Yeah.
The sassy Kurt confirmed for sassy best friend.
There you go. I'll take a sassy best friend.
Like I said, gnomes are known as pranksters too, so.
I know.
And troublemakers. Kurt's been out of the monastery for a while. The real world has affected him. But yeah, he's like, so, cut him some slack. Let him know, normally that you'd accept his offer. But let him try asking you again. He might get his head on straight this time. But the thing I'm most glad about is that you caught on to what I was doing.
Well, I mean, I'm not oblivious to the world.
Kurt coughs.
What's that for?
Sorry, I got something in my throat.
Yeah. Nope, you got something in your throat. Damn you, die.
The Dice Gods are not with you.
They come and go today.
The Dice Gods need a good laugh.
But yeah, Kurt's like, well, and again, those especially the half orc. Holy shit, is he gay?
Good to know.
If he wasn't 8 feet, if he wasn't 7 feet tall, he'd probably be a fairy.
I mean, who's to say that he isn't? Don't be discriminatory, man. Jesus.
No, I mean like, if he.
I'm laughing over here. I'm legit giving you a laugh.
He's fruitier than a fruit fly. I feel like Anna's in the background somewhere, just like I
What
let these
the
people into my
I
house.
think you're getting nasty looks from Aki from all those comments. By the way,
Oh, which ones? I've said a lot of them.
the ones just
I
now.
walk like nothing's going on.
No, because you're saying if Anna was here or listening to you. I mean, if Aki was listening to you.
Oh no, I said Anna. Yeah, she'd be like, I let these people into my house. But yeah, I do go up to Aki. How you feeling there, kiddo?
He doesn't seem to be responding to you right now.
Aki will remember that.
Well, like I told you before, kiddo, if you need someone to talk to, I'm still here. And I'm probably standing on the chair at this point. I just pat him on the back and hop. I'm gonna go work. Takers. Just gonna. Oh, I'm gonna mull that over. Actually, does someone have a crossbow?
I do.
Oh, you do? Actually,
I
I'm gonna go
imagine you
back
guys
outside.
did
Like,
bring him since you knew you were coming to an area where there might be unfriendly vampires.
yeah, I go up to Green. Hey, Green, can I borrow your crossbow?
Green still sat outside, kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, yeah, it's in my pack inside."
Also, it's still night, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
About
Once
Okay.
everyone goes to bed, that's when Green goes back inside.
Oh, Kurt's not gonna be going to bed for a bit. He's gonna be.
Well, more like everyone downstairs has gone to bed.
Well, there is no. Remember, there is only one floor, so.
I know.
I'm gonna. Hey, Chris, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna roll another intelligence. Depending on how it is, I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Alright. Mr. Andrew, I remember some people saying that they wanted to end early tonight, and it's been over 3 hours now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was River and Randy, I believe.
Yeah, it's still like 87 in the house, and I'd love to go and cool off in air conditioning soon.
That's fair. I'm making the crossbow from. Have you seen Van Helsing? The
The bad version with, from,
guy. Who,
yeah.
yeah.
I have a copy of it.
I'm gonna make that kind of. I'm trying to make that kind of crossbow.
A fully automatic crossbow.
Yeah. I feel like there wouldn't be too much that goes into it to make it like that, and I think Kurt, with the tools they have, could probably. That's why.
Well, he did
probably
manage to
needs
make
Plus,
a non-electric guitar.
yeah, plus 3. So that technically is a 19. mean, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else you guys wish to do before going off tonight?
Alright,
No,
yeah.
Green basically decides he's going to be the last one to go to bed. He waits until everyone else is asleep and then hits the bed.
So you successfully, so you went to the winery today and discovered there is still people living there and that one of their seeds has been missing for 3 years, which is why they're only making the substandard wine.
When Green comes in to go to bed, that's when I want to finish it up. And I'm like, oh, hey.
Huh. Yeah. What is it? What is it supposed to do? Aside from be a crossbow.
Well, I don't know if you've heard the term before, but semi-automatic, which means that you don't have to load it every time that you shoot it.
Oh.
It's preloaded with 6 bolts, and every time you shoot it automatically reloads.
Oh, okay. Nice. What mechanical effect would that have, like rules-wise?
That's a.
That was a question directed to Grace.
That it would more likely to jam on that one, possibly it with a 2 as well.
So it would jam on that one, but okay.
Other than that, you wouldn't have to.
Okay, because hang on, I believe crossbows have the loading rule, don't they?
Yeah.
D&D weapon. Oh, what would it be? It would be whatever. Here we go. Loading. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can only fire one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction, regardless of a number of attacks you could normally make. So with the semi-automatic thing, meaning that I don't have to reload it, could that mean I could potentially make 2 attacks with it?
I would assume so.
You say that's okay?
if you have that many attacks to get to use, then yes.
Yeah, then I do. Cool. I can make 2 attacks without a turn. Nice.
All right.
So.
But you first have to be able to make that. But you can do that next session when you have time. So we'll take time to make that. But you probably have next time when you're waiting for that spider potion. Anyway, I think that's about it for this session.
Okay.
You guys seem to have a good time with the wine and other things. And chatting.
Okay.